these cooldowns are not 3 hours, they're like 2 hours when they start, when the timer starts. This is perfect. I'm pretty tired, so I'm just gonna read. Yes, I was ready to travel to Artspire. With a door cottage as the dwarf one in the best place he thought. Like visiting parents. When he was going to teleport, he was rich. Ah ha 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 ha. Rich of rivers of gold and brushed gold connoisseurs. The potion was gold and I wrote king on the lid. Smash. Is it a ring of osmionics and opal? Interesting. I saw a dwarf army. There were sons of Gorm of them. Thick plates of sort of 4 times 8 centimeters plate chained together over chain mail. Gold iron signated helmets or girthy warhammers. Dragon giant pot-bellied pigs. Black and greater bellies a centimeter off the ground. High cholesterol cancer. Bruises at food left 150, left to be over 50 dwarves. Others had pikes riding on bears with golden horns. Animals jumped around, obeyed and glee. What's your business here? Shopping? Don't go near the hearth of melting hearth melt. I don't know where it is. Don't worry, it's a restricted area. Jim scratched his head, walking a little bit as they rode on. I'm not going to aspire but downwards, a Jarvan architectured hole, the mine dwelled for 1,800 years. It was built to the walls. Underground and out even more. One man lived in the deep and dank, feeding the kippies and ignoring the sun. And its promise of serotonin. Serotonin? What the fuck is serotonin? Serotonin. Seems went down giant stairs, one left, right, left a bit off the wall. A lava stream lit the fires underfoot. Only there were corridors into the walls, bullies out, partly with symbols, golden and large rectangular plateaus as well. It So as you can see in this 300 by 300, it's a little bit the perfect hole. There were pristine houses, halls of spear bearers, throwing, dwarf weaponry, berserkers, rune keepers, and things. Things were big and fat, related to dwarves. There was a battle for the affiliation of thunder and fire magic. Seen lightning started from the weapons. Fire walls of fire in their wakes. 2.5 meters tall and 2 meters wide. Often shirtless. Spear wielding berserkers feared no enemy. Exam from tricks of the mind, preventing relentlessness of the dwarf magic. And was immune to mind and delusion magic. Keepers use ranged melee magic comets. Fire resistance, rune awareness as additional spells, firebush conjuration magic. They are mechanic artillery dwarves, more than bow and arrow. Also siege weapons, firing giant crossbows that were which on the downside was scorpions, multiple figure siege cannibals for enemies, dwarf king-headed rams. Barless has felt like elevating the ground. His open green gold rows and Japanese looking gates. There is prosper from the one from the land, the luxurious capital was for the issues. There's a shop for garden craft and tourists. Many options to drink. Opportunities to drink. Trade is settled in a plains that was very warm, heavy, dark. Being a psychic, I do recognize Twitch chat right now. It feels like something that could have watched me earlier today or yesterday. In the middle of the giant, shinlight-stricken dwarven square was a teleport hub, lodestone and 6 building spires at a lowering elevation. Wizards and cosmopolitans teleported us. We was not for outsiders like him. General hospitality is never 100% like friends. They wishes to become one with the elusive Vikings or Valkyries or Lords. People look that kind of belong loyalty, sometimes without difficult testing. This kind of loyalty requires little speaking effort. Consider for penetrating thinker like James, he would have a different testing. Sometimes serious skeptic loyalty is done inefficiently, not because they are more about there's just more important things to do. People had the continuous among the loyal trust me reliable, but they had with leisurely as a genius being for something more complicating. Fitting hotel is easy for some, and for some, but if you're not honest about the process, you might be snuffed out of the same. Living friends is something more sacred for you. Underground where it was, more luxurious homes, large of gold and grey iron. Flat cobblestone magic, lightning roaring like a fissure, a lot of different column lookers. First looking lightning was not actually furnaces, they made ground gorgeous. The homes could be 100 times 100 meters large, a 5 meter off the ground most luxury. Giant, like Ronnie Coleman in spent curious heads. But fitting a crowd in a centered capital, which you could be black as black. Unless for example households against dwarves. Architecture. think he's saying thoughts like getting up to eat during the night, say like with the peanut size 400 kilo squats. Must not have got like him with genetics so good he won professional bodybuilding competition with steroids was on James Islands. They key connected mind and body, lightweight and peanut. Well, there was a way of steroids in human monster with the consequences time to become limitless. To a clever mind, since Smith is clocking towards just for Albert the Star Smith, descended at the end of the hedge for Auburn. Into the mine district, it was white, sleek, around light green rooftops. The small piece of little co-op mountain goal. Like Bane rocks black. Represents vampires to gemstones in sapphire, ruby, even dragon crystal. So they export to ends so you can make crystal potions and triple potion flaws ridiculously advanced. There are also sandstone, clay and granite, or smile and ropes and stars made in the material. They enjoy the deeply of the white still slopes. Things turn pretty damp and more dangerous than else, broken deep. Deep you found dinosaur-like creatures breathing fire and acid. A headbutt hunk smashing his head through. Related to goats. Your mind weak and a screed filled the insane membrane. Flowing gold serotonin being found through, flowing thick. Found for deposit points on a few active at a time. I found brownstone and clay golems getting upset and smashing if you mind 3 kinds. Each had his steroid poison and continue to walk into the wilderness area below his mine. A cold charcoal onyx history was that always paid the lowest rank mine, requiring at least skin and dwarf blood, because some loaded black gallows and clay colored black earrings, said prison sentence thus. At the end of giant forges with 6 hammers in a circle and 6 holes in the furnace wall, somewhat dividing them, we saw Albert was balding with 5 knotted silver beard wound down to his belt. The 5 knot wearing went into silver bracelets. This video is about barbarian and a like leader, greetings master dwarf. Good is black tower in the chessboard of triceps and steroids. I'm your cousin Arnold. I am the pretty one and the smart one and I have a better beard. Remember how the other guy said he was the pretty one and the smart one, but he didn't have the best beard? He's got a good reputation in London now with an elf apprentice. He must be the elf, he's a genius. My cousin can make some good armor, but he never understood the craft. Like a race car driver fully understanding physics. We. I want the best gear possible. I want to make an order. I can be 50% more for haste than me, but off telling me about this capital around. It's 4,000 pounds per piece in person. You meant fate wave shooting mace armor and sword. Furthermore, to spit fire over me. Alright, Black Knight, I can be your smith and paid guy. Feels like I want to say I'm not really though, I read this with the craft and history. Golden arrogance has its limitations, its power can be transcended. Heal up when you die. I have this 4 mythic katana ring for shooting star, full plate armors, minus 1 arm, morning star, 2 daggers, double legs, like someone said. Paul, I'm looking at this and I'm carrying some throwing axes. I have a shooting star double axe lying around to be bought. Increase your magic like conduits. Same price as the regular one. Consider it done already, Black Knight. Circling Hather, excellent light armor, carbon fire, and armor of the future. Can I have some? Maybe I could try to study it. It's about the connections of cold to cold are a small level. Diamond has the most, there you go. You should grow a beard so people don't think you're a woman. Maybe a curly mustache. Learn some fire magic from the things while you wait here. They don't feel listened to and respect bodybuilders. He went through massive halls, tall to roof, far from all things inside. Horizontal bridges or vertical bridges lead to more glorious halls in different elevation. By giants. Seems dragons crusher. Basements. So this was dragons treasure room. At the Thane's quarters, which were fire and lightning. It's a blue and lightning glowing spectre with circular stairs. Most merry way, then they cut off. You had to swing with a chain or grapple across the sun higher several times. What's up, big small things? What's up, muscle balloon? A fire thing with a burning hat, some for the impossible deep wounds. The stairs lead to nothing. What's the point of anti-pointed? The stairs of ascension. The theory about evolving includes the next step. You can't comprehend to get further than you can. It's not about lingering with mistakes, your heart regrets, I think. At the top it's turning into energy, it's not nothing. This is grammatically incorrect. But not all the Mississippi thing is grammatically correct. Brain tickets since elevator when I pure my past self's mistakes over 1,000 generations. Negative moral stubbornness keeps us still because it's not about it's about understanding emotion in the states of strengths, experience and shortcomings we are born with. And I understand accept how the circumstances are fine and your place. Get before you die, Mr. Fate is something based in concrete breath precisions, I say as well. Enough strength, brain to speed, cowards and usual way of fate. 60 seconds through danger. listen to things. All cultures does. Peace and lack of war. Art and culture in dwarf homes. Disrespect is brutal by elves and barbarians. We don't more killing than humans and savage or omnivores. Who we are. Who are we to care for when we plunge in language? There is war every time peace fails. There's cunning, brawn, and brain. Of course, it's fit in war. We can't control everything. You what the Sonja says, the promise he fails. Klaus is sour half the time. Diplomacy. Not sour half the times. I want to learn your special magic. Teach thunder magic as well. You're like also no short gym human. Things shooting range, there were furnaces making rock glowing handles, a very furnace feeling all around. The fire things with white ponytails and wizard beards, other things with shorter beards, blonde and light blue glowing eyes. This fire bloom is close and functions like earth magic, and glued, you put your fist into the ground, think about earth channeling your magic and boom. Glued and boom, a fire plume erupts where you aimed. Towards Breast's training, he learned this, but aiming to a lot of concentration. He's not a man with the power, so he gates after one range strike. What's a balloon? Below thunder thing, listen close, I won't repeat myself. For him, it's futile to use chain lightning like I can hear with my eyes. Enchant your battle axe, primarily with chain lightning using a topaz or sapphire. Use a little mana to chain strike. But you gem burst one time, but there was any red white like them, like Zeus' fingers. Those weapons those weapons you have there, Naginatas, curved blade and spear is excellent, bigger pointy end, also doors if you want to buy one. What's that book on the pedestal? It's an unreading book, ready to lose a skill at random. It takes a long time really, it makes you really think about not doing it. I'm not tempted I think, but about that one next to it on the pedestal. Don't read it, it's the book that instantly kills you in 40 minutes. That's how long it takes to read it. So 40 minutes after I start reading it, now you can stop at any time. Anything else intelligent? Anything more stupid? These are some glasses that do not increase your vision, but makes you look better to everyone else. I need Albert to make a Naginata, but it was more concerned getting access to the bottom capital lodestone. There turned out to be 3 things he could do: prove royalty with enough time, pay enough, 1,000 new dwarven coins of 101 versus dwarf. This afternoon he could entertain a ring match versus a black or dwarf. It was a smaller area with open corridors and fun architecture like Spanish Japanese looking wood. It was dank, maybe hard to breathe, claustrophobic. It was a standard match. The dwarf through axis game clad himself absolutely. It was frozen back lances. He was only one with axe or hammer. They swung, sidestep and parry. They danced defensively and struck patiently. James threw an axe. The dwarf headbutted his warhammer. He charged fire and impact, managing into gleaming, glowing molten. With ferocious to end the game, but the swords must have grew larger and the iron was set on fire with demolition order to run for it. He's an expert, this is a standard both ways. He shot his warhammer like a belgun, he knocked the half around and gobsmacked and conscious. They gave him a port key that was like a key chain to restore the time and space. It bended and nothing that's the right angle and fit on our keys being pulled and wrong right. If open inwards with double in size, revealing more. Heavy were the chains, as a silent, proud, or afraid to fit the opal key to the right place. The opal arch is a double port key. On the other side with a twist, 2 turns and pushing at least the barbarian cosmopolitan city incarnation. Or should you call it drain of retardation maybe. Teleport does. Or massively man entered a wooden village with many elevations and a market with a tiny river canals flowing through. The barbarians were white, the women looked like men, and the men giant. Ponytails, pigtails, Viking helms, round shields, brown, black and white leather and fur. Blood and ginger, but not feminine, and round, maybe like where he came from. He pointed to a long house, antlers of every kind. You're like one of us, where do you hail? A ginger barbarian with cloven beard. Excellent. I just like lifting weights. Love the mercenary adventurer. Tell me about barbarians. I'm also a historian. It's a stereotype we're stupid, said a blonde Axgard. It's a stereotype I can't get her out of bed, said Jonathan. Jonathan is fucking stupid, said a slaver in a black one's anti-clothes. The wheel is turning, but the hamster is dead, said his slave brother. He had harsh noses and black bullets over rough faces. We reign over that eternal golem and the seven planes, said a brutal brown-haired face with golden mascara elevated in a throat and almost guns. Take a look at the hawk's eyes. Oscar the village Huscarl tapped twice with his magical staff and James had the eyes of a hawk and column overhead. The villagers and forests at the back of a working kilometers high golem, its arms and legs and kilometers of hollow between some places but seemed connected invisibly. The land on its 7 shoulders made for 7 plains. It had a sea in its skull and a waterfall for eyes. This is pretty original, isn't it? Well, it was inspired by a certain Hearthstone card, but it's just like, yeah, it's not nearly 5% copied from the card. There's a bit of myself. On his flat, highest back they led were the turn of barbarians, trained with us by some combat lessons, blades, weapons. We specialize in throwing weapons, throwing spears, knives. It's pretty peaceful here, honestly. Most interesting are colony for trading Italian shores. The Arctic colony is shit. Arctic colony? Take a gander in as freezing ice hell. It's on the North Pole and connected to another plane. Another plane? A hinjar, planet subjugation. Open your keychain in Black Barbarian. You put an ice-colored key, except for the middle that was with white and beautiful. I prefer to learn about barbarian combat. Fight me, you're a double pansy, pussy or pan double pansy. You have to do it, said Jonathan. Maybe you do have to fight Jonathan actually. You look like spilling the beans. And it's baked beans, said Oscar. You fight like a cunt, but wins. So the brother is black. They went into an area of low hollow wood, and someone had played games in it before. James went for a wild robot arm shield on his left and glaive shield on his right. Nathan came fast and strong. Oh ho ho, so scary, Jonathan said like a cunt. He struck strongly into his right shield with 2 axes. Again, another attack. Ferocious, Jonathan looked handsome as he knocked back James, a little with each swing. Just practiced defense. He was charging his knee with lightning impact magic. You think you're so strong, Jim Human? You only think so? Ha ha ha, stupid little girl. Just with youthful strength, he went access to James' face, cheeks. He was completely absorbed by absolute unit. I'll show you the difference between you and my powers, he declared darkly. He tore his arm at the power with his glaive shield and jumped, kneeing him in the chest. Diving stunned his body for a second, then he flew like he was hit by a star. 20 meters per second east. His body smoked in blackness, his consciousness was faint. That's one shot in it, said the brothers about the same time. I'll show you a lesson for 160 quid, said their white brother. Something real barbarian I've been cooking. It's a bit expensive, maybe. James paid, saying nothing. So what you're doing here is you have 2 magical winged axes. You're replenishing your hand instantly. You can have as many copies in the air. You keep barraging your enemies at range till they come close to you. Grievous whirlwind with the same weapons out. Like this. This brother spun like a twister, and the speeds make him a blur. A brother sells you replenishing magical long-headed axes short in stock. He's practiced and does like a barbarian. He learned the grievous dance. It took 1 hour 30 minutes. As he's not stupid, it's only taking 30 minutes. You know the way of the voice, said Oscar with his scar. I bet you knew I did. There's ancient wisdom of battle crowd dishes onto the Arctic side shouts and fire Belbara people's common attributes before. You might find some dungeons only supposed to reward you with novice knowledge, about half of them I would guess. The axe maiden said, as a story might interest you about our conquest and battle history, we've been trying to obtain lands in India for centuries but never had something stick. In and around Europe, area is too good. They can't figure out how preparing fighting styles of sieges. We never lost against Germany, Poland, a few times of Swedish. Race are legendary, but of course, making trade resources too. Trading is combining it. We're not going to raid there. I might think of us on savage. With that turn of barbarians, I almost could conquer against Irish barbarians. Our voice, battle cries, and berserker magical attacks are not being defended against yet. Our people learn some. The women make great poetry and songs. Not that they do less in modern warfare. Barbarian women are not born much weaker physically than men. They're about 15% less upper body muscle and 15% stronger legs. I'm digging it, Miss Axe. I'm sure you would be impressive. In the same tone she said. We have fought elves, obviously there are stronger opponents. Our brains worked hard, so we would have to figure out to beat someone practically. But to ally with the elves you can in today's world, my opinion, should be gritty leg muscles. They pulled up her compared legs. James was bigger, with 200% more striations. But she looked like a fruit. This Tom Platz. More bodybuilding memes and knowledge yet. You know what Tom Platz is, right? Close your eyes and imagine how big this guy's legs are. He looks like a horse. Look at this shit. All his life he fought to have a upper body that was as big as his legs, and eventually he really did some great progress. That's how he won his competitions, usually second place. One of the best, biggest bodybuilders never was an Olympia. I guess it's not always only about that. But that's how she trains too, flexing in front of people and looks good when you're above a certain size, but skinny builds also make some muscles look bigger. You get this symmetry, right? Looks like you're an intensity trainer. It's hard to imagine getting less from training harder. It's not you're not going fast the way down, the gravity makes you work. She had this theoretical insight and she went on to safely attain in the future. Actually, most must have 55% of this gain resisting weight. You think I need to shock and confuse the muscle? I think you get stronger from adapting to new exercises. Better to focus on adapting to more volume, more repetition, sometimes more weight. You can vary rest, etc. We do shit happily. It's not only time of something. It's the first time of something or anything changes. James decided to twist the key mechanism and travel to a plane unexplored. His spirit felt stretched. His instinct warned of danger all the time. He needed to be wise. He exited upon the stepping stones in a watery cave. Above ancient faces of giant carved into rock, they hummed like machines rotated under blue light. He entered an elevated slab carved with ancient Scandinavian runes. His white made sure stone stairs were presented into the wall. Outside the cave was like a mirrored Arctic, but he saw 2-meter penguins with crane distorted necks. They seemed menacing and hung with their mouths open. An otherworldly moth butterfly of decimeters came flying by on cliff's edge, followed by a frost dragon. White scales, blue insides of mouth and eyes. He focused on its prey, breathing frozen acid instead of fire. Poor moth hit the ground and shattered. It seemed unconcerned with the bigger prey bodybuilder. She lifted his stomach and used fire magic like an engine. From his 5 feet shot fire, and he skimmed across the snow like a machine penguin. Motorboat across water. Maybe we should go on a sleigh. Over 40 minutes he crossed a small village, hidden and protected by mountains. He shot through the snow and entered 2 guards directing the fray like he had been using tricks on a skateboard. They had several layers of fur and brown shield. Barbarians, eh? Pro, you're not dangerous and quickly pay us. Whatever, I have gold. It's a theoretical, spiritual outpost on guarding ancient wisdom. Lose eggs from the fairy hell pits. Leading armies of multinational generally or as a general. I'm African and British. I'm from somewhere aristocratic in the Mali region 1,000 years back when I was cosmopolitan. It was cosmopolitan university city. You know, kibels and farimbas, hail coffee. Arabica. You talk like a scholar. This is a wilderness though. Historian, I write history with my fist, poetry and timeless. You said ancient wisdom is the dungeon of the voice. You're interested in battle cry. Obviously the dungeon is dangerous, said other guard with a steel pole arm gleaming, reflecting the light. Good luck, adventurer. This wisdom is for all of us. I heard it's not the most dangerous dungeon through with rewards related to the weather. Don't be stupid, Leif. It's only less a dungeon compared to a dragon. The argued comically as James entered. Entered a wooden village. Savage. Frozen and cold there. Then the Arctic. It was like a fort with a dungeon protected. You think you're talking to the Huskarl. It's such giant bunnies in their snow coats, except for one brown and one black. 3 meters tall and 5 meters long. It's a bit too big actually. It's about 2 meters tall and 5 meters long. One of them became curious with a cute, nosing, observed and imprinted. Then he jumped straight up in the air 3 meters like a flea. Boing, another rabbit further back mimicked their behavior. The brown had predator teeth and a genetically zoomed with pent-up energy. These are Schwarzbaum rabbits, more docile and what learned regular rabbits. A red-haired captain-looking woman with one impressive social-like focused demeanor. You should see our prized Angora Schwarzbaum. From behind frozen logs came ultra-hairy white cuteness. They took off so much hair, don't mind us cutting it at all. It's just a big sheep, isn't it? She seemed comfortable talking for both of them. I have a giant rabbit too, actually. Really? She said and meant it. It's my dog size though. Sigmund the Destroyer. Destroyer of crops and peppers. Vanquisher of enemies. This is so. I really like this part of the book actually, chat. Listen to this. I'll let you be able to buy an Angora chest pelt. A cloth piece that will keep you warm in ice hell and main hall. 800 quid. They're pretty great. I'll show them with a pelt. They wanted to a lonesome hut which seemed like an auto-stock market. The pelt was fluffy, ground, thick and glorious. He looked like royalty putting it on. It was shaped like a V, wide on the shoulders, slender at the bottom. On to the dungeon. Buy some health and mana pies with you, rhubarb raspberry. It will tell you the journey is long. James had been mediating and feeding off life force of plants and animals, keeping him alive like the poor. I'll buy some fruits as well. I'm a vegetarian with rabbits nowadays. He entered a barbarian stone hall, high in roof. It led to the door which led into the dungeon. The stone hall was culture and warning. The regular sized door led into a smaller slope down. The ice around was beautiful. See-through teal and magnificent sapphires. White and teal they shifted seamlessly down 50 meters claustrophobic. Polar bear, but it was larger and a longer crane neck. Yeah, I have like another 12 hours I'm supposed to stay up, right? 14 hours, I don't know what to do, so I'll just keep reading, no? Polar bear, and rewrite it perfectly. Those larger and a longer crane neck. Hugger was the polar bears, but Hunger were the of the ultimate slap, the Hugger slap. Like hit by a giant bear, the polar bear spun 5 times in the air before landing. Knocked out like Mike Tyson. Blood gush like blood magic entered James' body. He felt he would last his stained life. A bit long sentence, but still I don't want to keep it. After following through the corridor, it opened into a cave system. The many routes was inhabited by dinosaur-like birds. 4 eyes, grey and gargoyle-like, used automatic robot arm guns to defeat the dinosaurs unfairly when it came so close. He entered the left route and eventually came into a throne room. There was a crown skeleton with a staff still on top. Behind the elevation was a puzzle on which tiles to step on. He did not recognize the symbols. He stepped as far as he could, but one of the tiles' glue vibrated and disappeared into the depths. Yet some tiles would not fall. The skeleton awakened. He speechlessly, with the force of the dead, pelted James with ice bolts, ice spikes and blasts. Ice spheres. He was dodge a blizzard pelting from the sky. I fired high velocity rounds. Outsmart my bullets. They strafed in a circle, he shooting the dead ice blasting until after a long time the dead went down. He was out of bullets. While it was fun while it lasted, his also kinda good to crank up his battery though. He picked up the staff, couldn't figure out to use it, probably worth a bit. He came into a nice church, the dead sat praying, some move when James strode. It was grand and high roof, gleaming still and beautiful. He lost going through new rooms, elevations and corridors, but once you try every possible route, you remember into the final room. There were two really chunky bodybuilder looking Icelanders immediately alerted to his presence. He came intimidatingly. He just waited for them to line up and showed his railgun. They had holes like the smelly French cheese, but got up and advanced. I don't like this actually, I'm going to remove French then. Laser cannon stopped the walk and they struggled no more. The railgun was cracked and broken, not designed to last 100 years, overheating a final time. Behind them was a chest of black ice and tampon. The temple looked barbarian. There were two statues of ancient barbs and tales of gods and vengeance in stone. He had spiritual experience. His spirit was lifted, light engulfed him and lightened his heart. He felt one with everything as barbarian voices beckoned. Alien came to shot with the lasers, adventures that could take any for research, but learned their technique and shot them down. The last alien of their kind died here eager for forgiveness and rhubarb pie. The mouth of the two statues poured up in spheres. James felt upgraded as his mouth absorbed the laser. If only he had a battery who could breathe laser. Should ride like a robot, sentinel, protect us all. James tried shooting laser. His eyes glowed blue and the sphere charged in his mouth. Looking to Anubis' gaze from the front, he railed gun from his mouth and explosively into the wall. He felt a cooldown charging, it was long. The chest held ingots of fate wave shooting maystar, a jade snake ready to pounce, and Lars band a vial. He slid through another slope. He came onto a cliffside with a camp and a barbarian. I am Jack Shade, the wolf killer. I bet all the remnants of the ancient cake and take their stuff. I am the smartest ENT personality type. Oh, you're smart and piercingly forever does. Now, duel me, we will go to serious stuff. James unleashed his polearm like a samurai sheathing. Jax didn't block it. He came ferocious with his axes. Let me ask you a question. James pre-positioned the maximum range that was not getting through. James many stabs and knocked him unconscious with the flat polearm side. Sounded like a gong and vibrated a long time. His camp had stew and fire but not much else. James dropped down the slopes back to the frozen village. The village was right under the northern lights, although the way back was confusingly enough. He inspected the rest of the village and came into a general store. For 1,000 quid, the owner would mark nearby dungeons and territorial knowledge of a raven flying overhead to his brain. I'll tell you something else. Some people don't eat in jar. They use these explosive hamsters ammunition with ancient weapons, so you just throw them. There's green, black and red. It is most explosive. It's like a house removal or really bad sit. Or for a really bad sit. They're pretty cute. They explode if you touch them, so be careful not to throw them. I'll take 3 red. They shakes the coin and hamsters carefully. One rare item a traveler present was Thor's own wife's coffee grinder. No matter how little coffee beans you put in and grind, there will always be more coffee left. Thor, you know, have 3 bars that are replenished the next day after you slay them. The weather turned pretty harsh, actually on a dime. James could not see nor move pretty much in it. The extremes are not something it usually felt some as a Saturn. He kept heating himself on the inside. His upper unit had turned really quite red, but with his new Angora pellet he could reach sufficient temperatures. This put the maximum of plasma in his fire pit and he blazed like a machine unto amnesia on the ruins Urdur. The slopes into the ruins were without stairs, so he rounded them up. Bandits waited for him. These ruins take a toll and used a rogue and a face mask. Jim shot up into a furious glare and slammed the molten ground. The impact deafened and fire pushed the bandits all the way in different directions, eventually off the mountain, except for one. Lucky, both my braces protect against fire. Brown hood, red face mask, 2 daggers. They engulfed her with fire, and as she was busy, James charged his voice into a railgun. If you give me your stuff, I'll let you live, idiot. You can't defeat me with magic. I was chosen. James' mouth stood agape like he could not chew. The laser went through her chest. She was drained of her confidence and life. The diameter hold absorbed the snow on the ground. Looks like she robbed some people. Gives way to her purse and found 3 small diamonds. These be potions of sharpness and clarity, but they don't help in university tests. James was already getting delusions of someone with his face to chest slit following him, or just for a moment. He figured that the reward must be great, and he found the door inside the ruins. His sanity flickered as he passed through a barrier through the door. The first room was easy navigation on tiles, remembering left and right, and which arrows were true. It must be difficult on the way back. In his second room he had an attack. It was someone had stabbed him and pushed him down. His vision was dark and weak, and heard insane thoughts. I was down in the viral clarity, felt normal, instead of dark presence was interested in him thus. In room 2 there were 3 black elves. They said, "We can sacrifice some strength and wisdom here to make it easier later. We sacrifice some IQ and posture to make it easier later. Sacrifice some defense and speed to make it easier later. I want my suffering raw, thanks." The third elf looked at his raw pelt. Hits of blackness. If you lose your mind, the dead with its chest face will become real and attack you. They exist as long as you've seen them. Or just tell him an easy way through this. I'll pay with diamonds. Show diamonds. James curdled diamonds like dice. For diamond sacrifice, I shall show the back elf doors. They went above and under hollow rooms, held the sides of wall into black doors that went like an abstract maze painting. Down here, just 2 fights, and you shall have cleared the dungeon. James jumped into the door and on down into a corridor. Behind him were 3 corridors that asked, which is real? He slid down a slope into an icy metal room with a sphinx. "Nice cattail there, lady. I am the plague angel Pestilence. I will decimate your world if you ask. I must pass. As a sphinx, you know there is only one answer correct to my question. I will punish you. I can mirror strength or make you fight yourself. Don't take the fighting route. If you strike twice as fast, as quick diagonal, but you're supposed to go east, how much time did you save if you merge your path?" Oh gosh, it's an intelligence question. Thank God I have a brain. If it's twice as fast, the grounds gained time save must be half of the completely correct journey. 3 degrees. You're skipping a lot. It's the right answer. The pestilence really looked like a promise of destruction. Green on stone wings. The stone hair is thick, black and eyes empty and scarred. It is correct, as you know. It is correct, as you know. Every 45 degrees moved in thither direction is 50% further away. Consider sparing us, as I asked the opposite of what the next will. I will consider. You are right proper, as we say in England. The sphinx changed into a dark voice of honesty and As dropped like a first layer of like a dropped first layer of tolerance. The tempest will come, so try as you may. James was sucked aggressively into the next side and came ass first onto his knees. For Allah date. A red ball with steel teeth and huge armor came aggressively. Before James could think, he was grabbed around the waist and smashed into the wall. James smacked him hard with his long forearm. He was stunned. James grabbed him around the waist, did a rocket boost over 5 feet into a 180-degree arch, landing on the orc's head. Revenge! The orc used an action to hit the direction. James backed away, then double kicked him in the face in a jump. Before he could stabilize, he drop kicked him in the chest for a thundergood Gregorin. The room was different, elevations of steel and ice, making for a good chasing hit and tag room. James thought after seeing it professionally. The orc led piston. The orc steel trap came charging with a spear. James put his sideways foot above to the ground and kicked him with several arcane shockwaves. It broke his steel teeth. James started pelting piston with thrown weapons to their grievously whirlwind. Get that barbarian garbage out of here. He backed the colossal strength potion extra with a win and exchanged. Fine, James put his katana elongated with leather red black lightning. While he sliced off his hand and spun and sliced off his forearm. Piston squirted blood into James' eyes and made a strike. James was happy to have dodged. James sliced him twice in the stomach with his range, and then with speed technique sliced through his axe and upper body, leaving 2 piston. You expect me to die? I expect you to attack, annoyingly. This knowledge from the ancient bars won't be what you expect. From the barbarian temple. Back, again emanated voices and colors. You shall see the world with the wisdom of 1,000 lives. And an old white double-shinned barbarian's ancient spoke till his face wrinkles yet body by their chest. You who shall travel on the path of the wise, ancient will be your speech, spiritual your life. You will not miss an event or make mistakes that need much correction. And follow my dream to peaceful, pure energy. You begin the most important help of all. And one energy will also belong to new luxury or purpose. James interpreted spiritual action outside as if there were giant bunnies. James exited the room. He came into a giant slope. It was wide and with unfathomable depth below. He slid like with fire magic and still with his metallic weapons. The slopes went in circles into corridors of the wall, showed what dangerous directions represented. James realized late that he needed speed to cross the last segment and fly to the exit. He slid as a penguin explosive, flailed in the air. Barely he reached the end, nailing his katana to the ice cliff with exit. Outside were indeed bunnies. I empower you ready to use your hoppity leg stance. Banner-trained rabbits has been fighting training polar bears. These bears had dog ears. A bear jumped, clawing a poor fluffy rabbit. The bunny jumped too and kicked the bear in the chest with impact magic, and a bang, thus the bear flew far. Bunnies sometimes still kick even in real life. The bunnies came out to James, licking, smelling and inspecting. 10 bunnies were carrying a sleigh with a man and a ton of stuff. A covered traveler came and shook his hand. The only thing for those attuned to nature. I am Benny, merchant and attorney. I'm gonna drink the finest brandy or maybe some higher alcohol with just misspelling if really thirsty. I wasn't that scared. The cloak revealed a blue body with shining light blue eyes, shining with light color hieroglyphs on his forehead and a big horn to his right. I come from the ruins. The dungeon gave me the most important thing I didn't know I needed. I feel the wise like a guided spirit. I sit and eat hamburgers sometimes, also but not other meats. I feel like I can relate to being a giant bunny somehow. You can ride the sleigh or a bunny for a while. I'm going to Stolgar Dogs, you know, the biggest city to the sea of the north. Of the North Pole. James mounted a bunny and with sleigh rocket leather contraption. The bunny went off like a rocket. Woo, this is awesome. Later entering Stolgar Docks. Gotta get myself right like this. Look inside the dock in it. Looks like the ice melted here into the sea. The sea was snowy and frozen. Many red wooden buildings and massive steel ships of every color. Frost City was only accessible by boats. Some water streets were small, some large, some islands. Here you see the mount shop from the icy gates. Indeed, they had giant bunnies and compact mammoths, giant curved yaks, and white gorilla yetis pulling with giant steps. A bunny-eared elf with a lisp offered a spell and let you talk to animals in blizzards bite, cool down bunnies in our warmer climates. But they're cool in the winter. Now everyone freezes here. Every animal in snowstorms realizes eventually this place is just awful and pointless, so they see at warmer climates, especially the yaks. She's bought a lot of bunny food and one bunny doesn't want to choose one outside. Who wants to travel the world, he said. Some bunnies jumped close. Is it safe? It isn't safe, they said. They touched a white bunny with a bit of mane of fat, looking royal. It jumped 3 meters into the air. Pick me, I don't mind traveling, and it never goes as planned. Let's be friends, so James gave you some giant paprika. Peppers for some reason, paprika, blackcurrant pine, cowberry, red currant pine. Goodbye gang, said the bunny, due to the spell the voice heard inside his head. Felt an urgency in the voice, a bunny urgency to be alert and safe. Like stress to be afraid. He guided the bunny in leather straps. You know, a very smart human. Top was 0.1%, if not smarter, James said randomly. Wow, said the bunny, I'm very hungry. I just want one more pepper. James agreed reasonably and pat his head. I had a rabbit before we were separated by a spell. A tiny cousin rabbit, a white like myself. Dog-sized rabbit, brown and tolerant, interested in new and other animals. I don't mind many things being so strong and big. With me you can feel safe. The thing I always feel safe, not to think about being eaten and blood. The bunny thing was complicated, vulnerable yet valuable, and something with an attorney personality. I wish I could fly, said the bunny, like a bunny and unrealistic. You can fly your dreams, means your spirit is lifted. How can we have a saying, multiply like rabbits? I'm not very good at math. What do you think of these tomatoes? Should I buy these? The bunny ate the tomatoes. He was red like blood around his face. Service fee. Maybe I'm a killer rabbit. Maybe you shoot lasers, said James. He hopped around on a rabbit and visited the library of Stolgar. He was going on several stories on one staircase. He remarked history and philosophy, culture of the sea trade, University of Magic, or some philosophy in a book about not acting, not taking part, to not suffer. There was about not living. Avoiding suffering, though philosophical isn't always ultimate goal or practical, so James would be stimulating the future figuring out how to stop it. You can always stop suffering by changing perspective. James said with a giant bunny face, solid and spears like a rock. Mind over better. Even the worst things, you can give a purpose and rode on to the university. It was dark blue and looked like made of ice. It was built in many 6-pointed ice crystals. I invented a 6-point goat, argued one wizard. What's a 6-point goat, said James. What have you unleashed, argued the other. What's a 6-point goat, said James. This magic wizard invented like with explosive ramming, you can start the entire city. I agree with the magic wizard, he invented it. Your goats have no more lasting impact if they destroy us hither. I can make more goats, but it's making me bald. You guys said the use of goat in your magic is making you bald. You said my bald head looks good. It's sort of oiling with bowling grease. Yeah, your head shines like a shooting star, said James. He's balding because he gets no maidens, said the wizard with hair. If you're balding, you get a fashionable hat and beard, said James. You cannot be a goat without explosions. James saw someone like they were driving an invisible car 2 meters up, but as pointed out and backwards driving. He pulled the handbrake and drove away. Was that vehicle invisible? No, you drive first, ass first with butt magic. I find it unbelievable. You butt deniers want us all prosecuted. Look at perfect buttocks. The wizards calmed down and agreed with the irrefutable logical fiber. God, that was a stupid conversation, wasn't it? It's exhausting. Or pulling. Instead an impossibly large castle on the sea asked for what magic? There's conjuration, butt magic, air, earth, fire, necromancy, summon alive, summon undead, impact, blood healing, mana increasing rituals and lessons. Son an old bored ugly cleric. But why does it butt magic? Do you teach on unholy strikes here? No one has applied to succeed in that butt magic for 100 years. No one should be that powerful in my opinion. I can farm rope after the ruby fate way powder. Potential that is, but I wasn't finished. You also have holy and unquestionably unholy, and defense against unholy and dark magic. Practical magic for productivity, easy magic. Turning yourself into something magic, TIS. Turning something into something else magic, TSSE. Tier 10 ridiculously difficult magic, magical crafting of fletching, magical potions, elven crystal singing, explosive magic. Interdimensional magic, elements from Solgar, dragon magic, alchemy, best magic for contemporary jobs, magical based on concentration, study of magical creatures, serious folk advancement, magical history, magical produce farming gathering, intersectional spirituality magic, battle cry, salt and voice magic, magical writing, poetry music, stabbing magic, shape-shifting magic, magical curses, bloodshed magic, unicorn, double unicorn magic, and magic. Air, fire, and water magic is 20% off as usual, 2,640 quid. Elven potions and crystal singing, 30% together. Explosive and double unicorn magic, 40% off. Other lessons, 500 quid each for 10 lessons usually. I summon magically deep pockets. Maybe you're thinking about alchemy. You know, they never make more money making gold than they put in. The real goal lies in transportation magic. It's how you get coins, I guess. You invest in yourself and your skills. Talk is cheap in the end, that they cannot afford university lessons. The clerics are bored and lifeless. James pull out 100,000 shimmering ingot. Keep it as a deposit until I'm done. I want to think about money. I didn't invent the world, pal. The clerk said nicely. You put a price on knowledge, people learn economics, said James, 145 IQ. Let's start with fire magic. Remember, Inger is a lawless land, there's no police or jail, you have to fight for your things. In fire magic, arrogantly advanced course, they stood in front of a short, fat, beheaded grade with a large nose. He was short-tempered and stupid, but also chivalrous things, but surprisingly cunning. Smart to work less. Ulrich had a perfect grin of business. Perfect fireball should be deadly in explosion and fire over time. Practice with me until it changes color. As we swear look nearly all made of blue, purple fireball as hot as it gets. 30,000 Kelvin plus. Most were red, 6,000. James tried to get his fireballs white, 10,000 K, but I didn't know. If he didn't know it now, he would before 5 lessons were over. You need to be like the blackest, most smoldering lava lake, she said. He was conjuring hotter fireballs, it was helping. Good job, students, said Ulrich from beneath. Hot like a pie oven, which just felt full of power, compliments and spirit or taken almost not his control. He grew orange, body and eyes, unleashed lightning, white, red, strange and thick. The dummy melted and happily returned. Wow, this is quark, glue and plasma. 500,000 Kelvin, other form of fire class. I must have the principle. Turns out James could channel fire and power like a particle accelerator experiment. Not to figure out how to do it again. Chaos and random. Was the tip of his fingers. In the stabbing magic class, James followed the 5 piercing truths and form. And this is. I'm proud of this. This is also hard things to. How do you make a class about stabbing interesting? You know, believable. Magical half-breed mercenary. He did more than shank. He believed in the book of stabbing. Stabbing someone in the liver is something to consider because crash. The window broke. A French assassin stood upon the window slit. He was smoking, wore a black suit, and his face was very rugged and attracted to women with thick brown hair. Which one is James? Could be me, said a fat kid with dragon t-shirt. No, it's me, said James. I'm sorry, someone sent me to kill you. I'm thinking about the money already. Honestly. French accent. He pulled out the baguette of his banter baguette menacingly in his hands. Take it outside, James. Don't kill me with cactus, said the teacher. James jumped into him and out the window, 2 stories below, a lantern upon the Frenchman. You're lucky you landed on me, he said like he was talking to someone stupid. He spun a wrestle with his dagger until the Frenchman threw him upright. Chocolate bombs. Just as him threw a pen of chocolate, they exploded, removing James' eyebrows. James only had a throwing hammer rebound with him. They screamed and went clashing. Epic. What would they do with a baguette despite being delicious? The collider wore a hamburger baguette clad in absolute units, so the baguette was as hard as any steel, acted like a cudgel of winding steel drive. The assassin with the same precision struck him, moving through line with arrogant power. In 1 second, James was flying dust like he was outskilled. But we'll see, it's just the start of the fight. James turned and shot his plasma cannon, but the assassin was fast enough for his neck. He puffed smoke behind him thus. I need to stop smoking, it's making me nauseous and sick. Thin and weak like a French sardine. Your hair is on fire. The Frenchman applied more dapper than gentle to his hair, creating a smoky smell. And exquisite the fire, what's it called? Putting out the fire. Exclam, it's a C and an EX word. His baguette elongated to 2 meter long rye baton. Tomato baguette is a lie. He tried an assault one at a time, gracious and dancing Frenchly and quite aggressively. Tomato barbecue baguette is supposed to be a one-time experience. It's why it's so salty. James deflected, strafing back, sacrificing position for defense. Paris baguette. The Frenchman twacked, echoing, knocking James 8 meters like hit by a thunderbolt. James threw a circular hammer, but he blocked it with a raspberry tarte. James wasn't pleased, but when he got his hammer, he threw like a Sioux again. But hungry to his chest, the Frenchman landed on his buttocks and his cigarette flew. You don't need that. I should not smoke at work, he said, graciously accented. French steroid Olympic dominator Leroux. Leroux. It's a better French word. It's just one L though, isn't it? It's a cheese I ate one time. It's garlic cheese. Very good. His arms glue and got bigger red blood fire. He came expecting James to face it. Hunger slapped ravenous hunger. He slapped him like a bear. It beat his attack, knocking him feebly to the left at a sharp angle. Hit by a London double-decker. Jim uprooted only 3 nearby and swung at his double baguette. It was an even match. Browser parried skillfully, mining footwork and by the book defense. The Frenchman had rhythm and dance to dance and baguettes. Die, Mr. Norwegian, or whatever. Silly man, thought maybe blow this place away. And I want your robot out, it looks really cool. I object to complete this assassination. There must be a way a court can stop this. You can find the police apart now, they don't exist here. Look, if you give me some cash, I can tell them you hit off a cliff and probably died. It's a hard world from out stuff. They have a whiff of that cigarette you're lighting. Just planted a tree and is sat on exchanging dwarf coins. 850 quid. Oh, okay, you're definitely off the cliff. Who sent you? He was hooded by this ridiculous, stuffy Spanish accent. You know, only do this to have work and the money. And also the money. I like to imagine people don't mind getting business. You know I am not like bloodthirsty. I don't kill women as the big fighters. What do you think about safer jobs then? I think I managed myself finding in Java. The only guy I ran from, he was a huge red orc, man. I told him I killed him there with shit. I got paid, eh? He raised his hand for a high five, smack. Free money, James said. I could do with my friends, have a giant bunny, and I drink anything you throw at me. Sure, whatever, you can hit me with a vanish of magical curses. You go to the school here? Yes, they call me Arnaud the Dance. He shook his hand, pronouncing his name with a cigarette in his mouth. Arnaud, they taught James into magical curses where they had weakness, weakens, offer was from a weakened weapons. Yes, you can still curse to be a decent person instead of balding, white-haired sorcerer in red robes and adventurer's eyes. It is a means to an end. In the first book we have amplified damage, reduced resistance to magic, resistance to elements, quickening bleeding was makes use more energy. You should also practice making the swords, burn, sluggish snail arms with careless feet, and serious mind grab. Oh wow, that really burns my throat. What did I eat? Ooh. Ooh, I don't feel so good. Anyway. Serious mind grab. We're just going to do the mind entering pockets illusory, weakening and confusing. James was proficient in serious mind grab just as he was spiritual. Reducing resist would make him overcome enemies, so he practiced keenly. I have a contract, James. I'm at the school. As Chic Albert gave me money to maim and take his stuff. Got Chefy Globe. What is it taking Albert's stuff then? Asked Sheik Hollandreth. Hey Arnaud, you take his stuff. It's a free country. Gotta went up and smacked him silly 5 times with a locker and kicked him professionally into the ceiling. Told Sheik Albert said, "You're not serious. A bleeding heart conscious assassin." We spell it as assassin in French. I am passionate. Albert pulled out a scroll that Arnaud cleft and hit him grievously with a baguette. "Your baguette is weak," said James menacing. Came down, they took his stuff and buried him with legs sticking up hairy in the garden. He has magical shrines and collected scrolls, one-timers is something getting used to. They gave cash to Gold Chefy earlobe. Gold Chefy bah, like a goat to dust, unintelligible. James took the weekend to get back to Artspire and found Toadspur being very uncomfortable on the socialness. I will finish my training. Have a lesson in the duel room right now. Enter a duel room. Elemental adapting absolute unit or elemental spirit, so it adapt to your elements. It's earth magic. I will cut you insert an ever-growing seedling in your stomach. James got over the cut as quickly as his lunge. Focus on your resilience, external, eternal, like the stars, cosmic, and grow into a sentinel. James and Tosberg. James and Tosberg grew into an exoskeleton that looked like wood, like a smooth trout. His face was ruined, gleaming. Chest and shoulders sleek and fashionable wood. faceless, expert and alien he looked. Eternal seed of growing through you are very resilient, ice, water, cold earth, heat and air. Not this tree doesn't catch on fire. You will find you need less energy, water and oxygen like this. Practice with me. Once you get really good, we can turn into fire, water or air elemental shortly, completely, and absorb the element. No, I don't think that it's too fucking perfect. I think I'm changing a lot of the stuff actually. I was complaining this honestly practiced until after 2 days I was going back to university. He's also not getting backstabbed by a baguette and someone steal multiple balls at the same time. Let's eat some of this dwarf and earthy food, Ahnod. It's on me, this dwarf is rich and behind on payments. Dwarf and fine restaurants with exclusive bread and butters. They were very comfortable eating and easy to eat continuously. Carrot and vegetable that only grew here, torn artichoke. Wine testing and wine pairing followed. James thought wines were unimpressive but fit the food well. Small birds and mashed potatoes main course, and was crackers and cheese. This was something exceptional. That they were sad would eventually stop. So they agreed with this luxurious servitor who had silver rings, rectangles and bracelets in his dwarf beard. They put another round of just crackers and cheese. Why is disgusting, and it has a cheesy wedge on it. Back at university, James was learning alchemy. Something interesting was to make bombs. First idea, super poisonous or flammable gas bombs to cover enemies, then he would protect himself after the unit detonate. Stun bombs. He didn't alter his enemy's senses often, he thought strategically. Until writing and reading, he figured out a custom way to make impact grenades. People off like trampolines, he called them blueberries. The book recommended making adamant silver bombs and added mages magical abilities, so poison dragon glance also works, but it can be cured with black olive prepared. The book says some asshole are flash element bombs to blind. If the dragon can do magic, its intestines or half-giant liver can be used to make bombs that blind and still feel for 5 minutes even if you do not look at it. Like an error in your brain. If one half-giants live in a butcher's shop, Merkel shop and went home crafting bombs like a dirty inventor. James' genius went speedy as he built and put many books and ingredients in cluttered space. Experiment, separate, combine, possibilities and theory. She took a stove and turned to a chemical station, glanced blue at chemistry, straight knew from chemistry and some own ideas for sciences. He tasted, tinkered and felt like a process of mathematics. So I was thinking was indistinguishable from a cyborg hitting the ones and zeros. It was something you would feel or make you feel scared like looking at an alien. Eventually he came across a functional bomb that blindly and still feared chemically burned that cannot be stopped with water. Stunned and slowed your movement and reduced your resistance against elements. At the same time, slowing with ice magic and shooting with a plasma cannon would be a good idea. Be a lone wolf thinker as you pursue inventing and science freely. Motivate like there are no other people. The intensity for the introverts is just this, the Swedish work on long experiments. Being in a 60 IQ makes you pursue inventing with much longer than 140. The sun seemed like a morning ritual familiar as James peeked out of his dormitory suit. He had a giant hand to his eyes and the sun covered in half his vision. It was a team with harp-shaped antlers together. He stood on the tundra and what the sumo was up to this morning. Jim threw an explosive bomb. The deer flew like a ragdoll. God, I'm such a good hunter. You have heard you have good stuff. A red orc said deep like a demon. Just a minute ago we inspected you. Forget fighting orcs. We'll give you something to run away from. An orc came with polearm ready to dodge. James, like the undead, breathed frost, chilling the orc an icicle and shot his head off with a plasma cannon. Run away here, the best criminal for himself. What would James do when the plasma can run out of battery? It was his job as only turned to immediately at quite magical times. He needed to make a battery, and he would crank it manually. James swept inside in his zinc, copper, lithium. His metal things small and large enough that it wrote down on the outside. In addition, one large cracking arm like an old car arm. Very good idea. Maybe make a lithium battery larger than he would crank and try to sharpen lightning magic. Enter magical history. James sat down with wizards and creatures of every kind of ear, nose and color. The first dwarf was Magellan Blackbane. He was shorter than short, with a flat head and cloven black beard that was long enough to go to his knees and then braided to the two cloven beards back again in circles. His warhammer was like a smith's hammer, and hair forever balding. But he lived on and courageously, always ready for new things. 400 years his line could live, blessed with no natural life, strength, endurance when he had to run, speed when he had to run away. And when they had to run, they kept running until they lost breath, no problem to fall like assassin dancers. The line of Magellan spread and conquered. They were energetic and always surprised at good health, but meat. Dwarves befriended the continent animals, sometimes didn't actually build out of the ground. Black dwarves settled in deserts, thought but mostly extinct. We know from their trade universities, they always had black hair and white irises. Grey skin in the field with scorched leather, and used spells and runes to tame the deserts. They made ships that magically conquered and glittered on the sand. And over sand dunes had to go through to the land of the dead and into time where the enemy ships were near. Some ships were cursed and always won the battles, but they could never claim their money for some reason. Well, I guess they would not be able to fight to live anymore. They had ballista war machines on deck and under, mechanical giant arms and fire. The first enemy of Blackbane was said to be the necromancer archer Dragundra. She conquered the first colony of dwarves and had to be defeated by Magellan himself. She summoned an army of the dead. They're infinite. He could not get through the speed of the summoning covertly. He had to patiently deal with every single undead until she ran away, still when possible. According to Dragundra could only shoot, but the shield of Magellan were thick and round. The shield of Magellan. She had daggers and swords she threw like from a ballista, so concerned with godhood. Yet the only had her words against Magellan, and words was smashed into an ingot and sold for 500 quid. Magellan had the patience to make a kingdom and protect it. The children of Magellan were Marcus, Mandrake, and Sophia. They said you can still see the lineage. See the lineage of Magellan in the potato shape of their noses and obvious longevity. The dwarves mined and delved, masons built cities in mountains under blessed craftsmanship, fletching and smithing. Fate with made shooting star gleamed in their halls. Adamant floor, metal roof, and on the battlefield. Dwarves are friends of rodents like hamsters and mounted on beasts rather than horses, so much to choose from. They're said to be new, stronger. There is no dwarves every few hundred years. They are not slain in war, sickness started to worst. Eventually they be stronger than elves. Everyone has been tolerant of dwarves, just like some women have length standards. They have fought to survive and be who they are. The second enemy of dwarves were the elves, and the first age of dwarves counting. They thought they could capitalize on dwarves when they were small, easy prey and plunder. Aggressively without consciousness, the battle superior elves attacked. Thus had their wild beast bows, but dwarves had indomitable perfect defense. Some dwarves can be so defense oriented it's ridiculous, using ingots and magical defense we've never heard of. The battles went all back with also forth. The battles were going against the mechanical war machines and defense structures. Thought it would be no problem, thought they could beat with skill. Dwarves took back their lands with superior offensive siege and upilar and never lost much more again on the ground. James as a historian were triggered and ambitious hearing such tales. They might be extinct on Earth. Now let's try Ehendur, another plane. Ehendur is explored enough, said the teacher. There are enemies, but the deserts do not hide dwarves. Keep exploring dungeons or the barbarian history. James the dungeoneer. Or maybe don't. It's lethal like fake cinnamon. Fake cinnamon toxic to your liver in large doses. Where I come from, we figure a toxic part of non-signal serum is just what makes it lower blood sugar as well as medicine. I remember a friend who cheated on his diabetes test with it, both true. Whatever, sure, I don't think anyone lies about cinnamon, there's just no devious ploy in it. On the next weekend, James some dungeoneering with Achnod. They went to the library to find mention about desert dwarves. An animated mention was sent to them. The lost whereabouts of the desert dwarves lie in the dungeons of the North Pole. Just because the book is from Sorger Docks, I live here, come shall one place, a lot of gardening and art, go that never talked about lost icy north caverns. He asked his rabbit, the heading Spartacus undefeated, if both could ride. He said, I'm concerned not having enough energy to travel. I need food, it has to be delicious as well. My rabbit friend, you can jump on reserve energy for weeks, but I can find your lettuce fit for a Spartan. You speak to the rabbit, you're some kind of genius. A spell expensive, demanding, eccentric, I don't always clearly hear what they're saying. Oh, of course, magic. Clasped his head ironically, inching cigarettes from side to side. They managed, after a general store, to get the rabbit to buy a baguette with butter, cheddar, and romaine lettuce. They all did. No, I don't love lettuce, just what bunnies eat. No, I feel complete as I ate. Me too, said James. Traveling for 3 hours, they came across an ice mountain with many plateaus. They were the missed exit of a dungeon, but James wanted to actually the wolf killer. Getting closer, James dismounted Spartacus. They were gonna go in from behind, stay here with my letters. We did some frozen tundra stuff, did there? I'm going in rocket style. Hop onto my back. James used all his fire magic prowess to rocket forwards and up the snow slope. They flew 150 meters over the slope and then 475, landing on the plateau. The stew was delicious. You think you can fight the wolf killer twice and live to tell the tale? If I don't defeat it with one key, you can throw me down. Better not interfere than smoking tobacco. This is so toxic. If I only had a filter, this tobacco poorly rolled. Wolf killer speed, blitz bloodshed, ass kicker, serious status, arcane superior impacts. Like hit by a giant Robert's plasma cannon, Jack said oof and broke the ground of the plateau. The kick was so fast that it broke the sound barrier. It was intensive and savage, so close. Shot diagonally down, he followed until he broke the ground of the tundra and some lava came up streaming. His foot was on fire from the speed and intensity, and Jack left a similar trail of smoke. Okay, we're at the slope exit of a dungeon, lay down, Mr. and I shall push you with my hands. They tossed after each other. James shot them up the slope with his rocket feet. They came into a huge cave half covered in ice, with extra long barbarian runes in the chest. A white dragon with twice as long head and wing feathers, instead of scales and blue eyes, had their back to them, reading some poetry of Anchor Schmidt the Arrogant. Wherefore is this bullshit here? The dragon's voice was way too loud and echoing. Did you read a cheating book? The dragon shrieked. The instant right croissant. Arnold took the lead and assaulted faster than I could see. The dragon tried to bite him and slap as he exchanged position every 0.5 seconds in the air. Arnold jumped upon dragon neck and exclaimed, Alpha and Omega absolute unit. It was called an ancillary baguette as well, and the baguette turned white and shone wholly blind the dragon. Raw! The dragon shrieked and tossed around as the baguette, their power by absolute unit sheath, pierced flesh and broke dragon bones. Blood squirted. Blood squirted. Spouted everywhere. The dragon spotted spinning in the air around the wall with a nod, started throwing explosive pen and shockwave from the ground and looked for new offense. The dragon smashed the ground, breaking it, and started screeching extremely loud rays of sound. Oh, the sound is going to kill us, do something. James figured out if he just dislocated the 3 ear bones, he would hear less than nothing. Magically, they were soon fine. Arnold did thumbs up to Arnold, and he changed his look back to the dragon. Jim started to charge impact fist, mashing into his magic, focusing and focusing until all his mana was used. His veins glowed white, and his muscles bigger and blacker. Anger veins popped out in his forehead, and mouth turned to serious fighting. Arnold threw steel baguettes like javelins at the dragon. It got hit near the heart but caught what in the mouth. Gluten switch. Arnold snapped his fingers, the baguette exploded into smoke and chocolate. And the dragon shrieked, flailing his head injured, but it was just as dangerous. Terrible Dutch cheese. Well, I feel the dragon smell sense with horrible cheese. Still tasty and not all just horrible smelling. Green magic gleamed as the dragon threw up blood and skeletons, which also made it breathe acid and frost. James took this opportunity to rocket flee the tight dragon's head. Hulk blood pressure. James slammed his hands together over the dragon's head. The impact broke the two parts. Together by skin. Ultimate cut the dragon of walls, roof, and everywhere. Some palaces and statues and pillars broke brutally. All I ever wanted was to be powerful. Power, said the dragon in a normal voice, then he died. It turns out the dragon dies in a frost nova, exploding from its heart, knocking both members on opposite sides of the cave wall. Wow, it actually makes me so sad that Arnold. He got the heart of an empath, it seemed. He felt dark and hollow, like walking in the darkness of the depressed. A grey wall you carry on, but there seems to be nothing obvious keeping you going. Because he had been depressed once. Yeah, man, what can I say? Death is wrong, beautiful creatures die. Maybe it's the last of its kind, and Wilkins blamed himself. I got so low. It's actually draining his body the will to live. His heart missed a few beats. I actually saved the last of our dragon from the gluttony of the golden. I gave it my cheese and discussed cuisine. I will do 250. I tried legendary champion's red wine. I gave it the legacy Gruyere that didn't even taste like Gruyere anymore. Very punchy. Gruyere is some good cheese. The Frenchman said instantly because it was about France and good meaning excellent, like that's obviously what it meant. This library book of magic features that the fairy dragon's organs and bones is crazy expensive. With the remains of its heart. I think we just vanquished a great foe. Was it a fairy dragon? Frost dragon, yes, sure, man. The 11th chapter, I made it to level 154. I made it to page 192. The guy is knowledgeable, but he writes like cement. Wow, it is very good. I know some easy teach to put you to sleep just by being present. Like a habit to fall asleep on a golden red puffy couch. I think it was named Cement actually, Clement. As a genius, I don't feel bad dissecting the organs. It's like doing science, just a day's work. Yeah, does not make me feel better. Here I got this bucket, so Ames got bluer as he dissected meat like a pro, removing bones, puncturing organs. I didn't know that this would make him pro as a cook. Arnold heard voices from the second most boss room. You should buy a magically space-confined bag they can store your loot and make you unopenable until you're at home. Lighting the load, expensive of course, exponentially, I say, a little cigar got blown out. You should buy cigars from Cuba if you're smoking, otherwise what's the point? I can't afford Cuban cigars, maybe they're cola, huh? I said honestly, it's pretty good. I'll buy it for you if you smoke it. Okay, whatever is an accent thickest, I'll buy you French food and wine, prepare a liver for the French. I can drink all the wine I want to my size, with my size. want to drink for the taste. Agnes en Frans drank verslers who took several bottles before going on stage. Ils ne remarqueront pas. They didn't notice. It's true. Onto the barbarian wisdom. They heard a voice like a barbarian historian, a bit like an alien. This is the plain keep to the plain desolation, ostracized dead. You did not look for this quest, but you will like where it leads. All the barbarians thought we traveled in theory as we gazed upon the endless furnace and found water. Only where there is death and struggle. Find water then riches. Do not worry about the dead dragon. They are cursed to reincarnate quick and serve here. The lust for power is not good. Also said in smaller things next to ruins. Thorbert can dance circles around Harald's son. He found the red and black keystone in the chest, put it into his keychain and with anticipation. He heard swords clashing and smoke launching into place. The keychain placed hot James started by surprise. The load that the rabbit had not been bored. James used rocket feet at the back, making the rabbit kind of hover, taking 3 times as long rabbit jumps. Christ, I want to sell the bones for just 16,000 quid. You won't find anything like this again. James had spoken sell the dragon stuff like curiosity shop l'aristocrate sauvage. The working man had to contract the owner, which was one of the ships, his ships at the docks. Yeah, sure, whatever. Can you go down a little bit? 15,000, nice round number. It is, yes, it's a nice round number. I'll buy everything. How much do you think the profit on this set out not business like? 75%, indeed it's rare stuff. Was already dead. Smell my finger, we killed it in a dungeon. I don't believe it, but I don't have to. We're actually doing rare business. Should the bomb put the bones in a museum set out not Frenchly fierce? I can send letters to museums asking for a higher price. Captain stepped into his moderately huge steel icebreaker powered by steam and water wheels. I'm going to bow and gun shop. They have this black powder, discarded chamber, and can make muskets. Well, they're pretty much one time, so slow to reload. Where I'm from, they're outdated already. Or should I buy them instead? That he asked competitively. Buy these magically infused bullets of Foss, and I have read library in the library. Technology section. I'll read magazines really. I bought a sniper musket with ridiculously huge sight, and James 4 magical black powder pistols. They decided to take 2 courses in water magic first. Indeed, there were rehydration. You guys have to most start with living thing, beginner magic, Congress levels, and alternative in harsh climates. You can suck the water out of people's blood like vampires. They can make drinkable salty water from nothing when the magic goes down under advanced magic. You can also boil awful water sources, teacher said. What they brought with them in different energy states. It took me a long time to remember what energy states was called in English from Swedish. They teleported to the north pole waystone where they could go back. They used the keychain. Was trying different activation sequences. They tried melting the key and it worked. They had a spiritual experience, chasing energy, being chased by spiritual foxes. Like a shooting star went through them, not carried like it was not foxes. They traveled so quick their body felt crushed in the speed into a barrier of water. Despite being in space, it seemed the barrier came closer. Oh, what happened if they touched it? Was it lethal? They were just travelers. As they touched the water barrier, they sat up in an oasis, wet to their waist. They gasped for air, wet like jellyfish. They were sitting in a desert oasis. The oasis was 5 meters wide and then 100 meters maybe far. Palm trees perfectly planted 2 and 2. All the way to the end of the oasis. It was so dry here, ridiculously hard to build and so hot, like even for a desert. It was a cerebral. Hydros element like pebering, or not cool both of them down. It's felt especially around their exteriors on the surface of the skin. The bunny jumped out of the middle of the oasis and bit James in the shoulder. Or not repeated the water spell. In the end, they came to a black building, what seemed black brick. They had exited the oasis and fought now in dryness. This is making me a sad rabbit. He was suffering. He's read from the shop scroll, a spell icicle rabbit that made rabbit cool and seemed to make their mobile for orders. Well, it seems I am afflicted, said Spartacus. They came into a well that was just for show. It was parched, and behind us stood a black dwarf. What are you doing all the way here, travelers? I'm a historian and I'm a bodybuilder. I'm on an adventure, said Spartacus. I don't really know, said Arnold. You're more like a bodybuilder than a historian. What do? You catalog punches? Here's my first question. What do you do in this blast heat? You drink alcohol? said the dwarf. Kommer kärbittgiftet nu, I'm part of selling spicy food anyway. You can buy some of your food. The rabbit reacted to this word and jumped, face close to the dwarf, noticed even by people other than James. Oh, it's terrible. Let's go to this chicken place, scorched sunburn. What you really want to do is buy the fried chicken menu. It's expensive though. I went to a building that looked identical to the others, but I wouldn't send them a chicken. 25 quid for the fried chicken, with also we have other chicken. It's going to be a nice time, said dwarf with social intelligence. He said it in the right non-pushing way. James and the gang sat down muscly. So what do you do here against the heat besides alcohol? James said comically. We use cooling spells and runes. Stay inside, dip your socks and sleeping gear in water, I recommended. Exterior is more sensitive to water. Can permanently change your body and skin type temperature doing nothing. It's pretty irreversible and makes you struggle in places of decent isolation. So dwarves do it here. There are oases though, and some of the best water parks around. Eat the large flowers that look partly like berries, not oases you find. They have the highest amount of antioxidants and vitamin D of anything we know. It's supposed to be healing. See the waters around here like a capybara. Drink alcohol, heal yourself with other flowers. It's one of the things you can do here. Scorching chicken came on small plates with a huge plate of sweet potato chips and some cassava chips. Oh yes, the cholesterol, high blood pressure, said the dwarf eagerly. Don't forget the high blood sugar, but this is bad for your blood sugar as sugar. What, are you serious? The dwarf said upset. I kind of want to write something like, the body can't get rid of blood sugar until it's getting rid of the fat in the blood. There was grilled chicken in tamarind curry, fried chicken, chicken in charred tomato sauce, and dwarven tikka masala chicken. This is some unreal fried chicken, so I don't know, this perfectly blows my mind. I didn't even know chicken could taste like this. I'm gonna buy some more for our needy travels. All the meat is the same kind of quality. It tastes expensive is one way to describe it. Another way to describe it would be delicious, succulent, or price-worthy. The tabard is perfectly balanced with the curry. I noticed that the dwarf is right there in your face, 50-50. The dwarf exclaimed, there is no way you can travel on foot here. It's 140 Celsius in the shade and 200 in the sun. The planet doesn't move when the sun is very close, several times more boiling than your sun on Earth. Oh, Paris and Bordeaux when I was a kid. British, right in the now in London. The bunny name that the dwarf had about. Communist Party question is fried cassava, technically a vegetable. I'm not used to food being tasty except for watermelon. What you guys want to do is ride on the sand chips. You see them come off the dunes. I do own one, but it's small enough for strangers. Magical and black powder engine. Well, the black powder we get here is strong and smells like human. We have different or better elements. Is that bunny cool down? I guess we get the question a lot. Yeah, it's that magic where they alter their minds. The bunny squeaked as loud as it could, meaning to communicate with the dwarf. Can we get a map in it? This magical map scrolls in and out depending on how you use your fingers. You see about 50% unexplored, 16 larger than Earth. You can have it if you buy me another round of chips and one drink. Sure, they got all the potassium needed from the chips. If you eat a bag of raw potatoes, you will too. They found a water hole with a dead little water slide. It was ever tall and 90 degrees, and a bar. In a huge water hole with green things glowing at every side, they sat in magical pool rings, eating fried chicken, drinking scorched pomegranate vodka, drinking frosted drinks, sunglasses on, the sun scorched off with their limbs in the water. It felt good. He was one for pina colada and some strawberries. He thought using up his antioxidants against the sun. That's what the antioxidants protects us from in the skin. There was a wizard you could pay to cool you down, sitting blue in the purple robes, tall cone wizard hat. They would turn icicles were stored next to each other. They're drinking and floating around, enjoying pleasure of the senses. Giving up things to calm down, enjoy the senses or the present. The future cannot give what the present can. Body sparklers float around, they gave me an air cushion to hang on to if you wanted. Nice looking hat. Of the green parts of the oasis interested him just like cassava. Maybe it was time to eat again. How many people have you killed? Said as assassin of Nod. easily. How do you get by? We're doing horrible things, man. He said deeply with the voice is sensitive. After floating slowly around, James said, I'm too good at killing it, like a sport. Maybe what I'm supposed to do is protect people from my fighting. I think it's maybe I can use the bad part. It's like nothing, man. If you feel so from the feel it. If someone stop you from hurting, someone listen to it. A job is not just a job, it's supposed to make you do moral wrongs. Yeah, I think you shouldn't blame the job. Killing splits the soul. More the worse it was worth. I don't split my soul even killing small insects. Like a mini heart attack, a lapse of consciousness. It's the day when I kill smarter things now. Don't kill spiders, I clean out the bugs for you. This is a job where I'm going to die in the wrong. It eats me. Even when I show it eats me. Shoot it away. 10% to die on each assassin contract, let's say. Just take the contracts on easy people that won't fight back. You know you do have a big brain. I notice people don't say I'm smart more often than I was normal like you child, young and in a blur. I also thought I could always do science like adults do it early. You were stupid until what, 20? I grow slow but long, maybe. At least something is. When I was 13, I had 15 less IQ than now. I don't think people are both the same IQ. Look how stupid children can be. And yeah, people don't say you're smart enough. You're something different for sure. I like hearing it. I feel accomplished. I didn't know my best self. I think people can be smart in their way, just like poetry, music, and lyrics are different. Like a secret plant. You explain nothing. It's very complicated. You said suddenly I'm more like a robot for some reason. Lyrics and quiet. It is vague gray areas part for part, like women can talk very shifting specific filler things. Picking in a brand with lots of options. I'm going to the water slide. I don't race this sunglasses. Narrow and 20 meters high to the singular luxury water slide. Jimmy Shopper took in the view, and then when rocket feet sprung down. Oh my ass, I need to stand up for a bit. Ooh. And then with rocket feet sprang down. He felt kind of empowered, like a rocket going down. Then he skipped like a stone across the water hole and up into a palm tree. Spartacus came excitedly to the stand. This huge palm tree was like a green couch. I'm sure he wanted me to do it, said Ahmed. I'm not doing it. Psst, you're a traveler looking for the unholy strikes. Just like grey skin, star hair and beard looking dwarf. They can be found by a Ronin, master the samurai. Even quieter, he said. He's in the tombs of Ra Sobek. Thanks, take a chicken leg. This chicken leg honors you, Dance. James slurped on his straw pina colada. I've been thinking of where he could be for weeks. It has to be like the legend. And like the legend, the strike only works for perfectly made katanas. Don't wait the Egyptian gods, they're from this plane. Enter Sandox. They go like buses, well, not that often maybe, said the captain. James found a drunk captain ready to go all the way to the tombs. He was cheaper, but said he magically runs the ship while when drunk. He seemed like a man brought down by other things people told him. Just a man, just unable in the ways of everyone else. They climbed a huge, dark, brown ship, 3 rows of sails. It was mostly sails. It had triple front cannons and 2 rotten bottoms back at sea. Taking up most on the back side. Had a nice roof balcony up at the 5th floor back. The steerings were vertical, 30 steps above to the ship. Ship tent good for traveling. The captain seemed surprised someone paid him and corrected his sailor's hat. He fired up the engine, blew flare back. It seemed as easy as splitting the seas. Up and down we went through sand dunes, some 20 meters high. Let's go a little bit higher. This is dreamy, chat. In the bottom deck you will find manual cycles, relevant on them and crank the engine going faster. Doing nothing is not the custom. Some people are always cycling in the front, it's a job for them. I'm a builder, will have a little Boy Scout sound. There were rows of cycles at the bottom. The first two rows were red orcs, one redder, one or more orange. They looked more James displeased as they started back on cycling. I don't know what interest. This is so easy, you just have to get used to the strain. You can go for an hour. I'm so strong, it's been years since I felt strain, getting mentally exhausting, how to push with my willpower. I started coughing from a cigarette. When it's a good sunny day, you're full of energy waiting to physically work. I could run a marathon each one of those days. And that could be a lot of days in a row. Maybe longer, I haven't tried. When a body eventually gives up, it doesn't show any weakness before. Sounds like a half of trouble somehow. It sounds like you're saying something else. Well, you know, it's technically it stops taxing for the heart to be 170 kilos muscle or 170 kilos fat. It doesn't know the difference. Being big could affect my longevity and essentially my heart. Most of it's not base conditioning, you know, it's temporary heart conditioning. I have to make sure I exercise aerobically every 3 to 7 days for the rest of my life. Yes, I know it takes 2 weeks for you to lose temporary conditioning like you said, but quick to get back. You also get muscle back quick if you're being bigger. The body remembers the blueprint of your biggest size. One example is Kevin Levroni, not a bodybuilder. From my time and age, he was a seasoned bodybuilder. I put on a lost size almost magically. Hours later, back on deck. It is funny you being up the end, Hulk like it, like a chess player, a Hulk with glasses. And also with a thick accent. Most giants aren't peaceful, you know, especially not half giants and Scandinavian giants. Same as with secretary looking glasses. I don't have to be actionable all the time. Nature and animals mesmerize me. Art, theater and opera makes me feel impactually mesmerized, very present. I get sucked in. No, I'm not trying to be racist with my French accent, I just want to have a French accent. I imagine him like this. I never said it, but when I see patterns and pieces, there comes a flood. Spirits and my guides talk to me if I do too much killing. I feel unbalanced in the universe, like it was my own kid being taken away, he said solemnly. Tomes of ancient gods to thus. You want your heads about you, the captain drunk another half bottle. I'll drink with you if I think you die. Poor souls, he whispered. There were sandy tombs, but mostly underneath. Spiritually, auspicious. Damn it. Almost got that right, first try. Spirit, I feel like there's something ancient and sacred here was interpreted the energy to be what we're looking for. There were some half-orc goblins. They were stout and brown with maces and hooked swords. Attacks were fine for the part, but they were hard to kill with us, the defiant and grunty sounds. They could not speak, about as annoying as killing cockroaches. There was a tunnel with traps and a room of tiles melted into poison, but they came into a smashed wall, a shortcut. It led to a bonus place with barbarian runes. Claim our treasure. You need platina and steel and magical properties. You will be the first cyborg of the sands. You with the army is eligible. Absorb the grandest smith spirit, create weapons for the gods. You have found wisdom, but it's not the final room needed is awakening the gods. Fuck's sake. I shall sacrifice my robot arm. His exoskeleton was removed, floated until it was magic crushed in gravity. With a magical hammer, it was heated and reforged into a twice as long and big metallic arm with long, huge long shoulder plate, making it so disproportional. The forearm could remain into a glaive shield. James tested its power against the tombs and didn't miss the cannon. It seemed like a dungeon crawl. The floors beneath were filled with different enemies, undead with different weapons, golems, goblins, half-giants, giant insects, armored beetles. The floors seemed the same inside, with stairs down different places. The enemies turned charging till a final room. I am Ukish teach you that you have come knowing of unholy strikes, so there was no better place in this plain. I was a spectator, a gleeful companion of his muscular migrations. I don't know what the rules is, but it is beyond your best behavior. I teach the strike that cuts through anything. This police katana. Duel me and I shall teach you the red golden samurai with huge headpiece, going up and back like an ornament golden. James tell himself in absolute units. Yes, it's the best defense against the strike. They fought sword to sword, picking up speed and blood for assault. Feet went forwards, then back. Shields were presented quick. Magic was used. So 10-15 minutes, no one has ever gotten hit in on each other. Whatever, I'll teach you the strike. This prowess is what I'm looking for, you know. Not doubting like a teacher sending you to summer school. It's as fast as I can go. Jim sheathed his katana. Your defense is intelligent. Understand this. This is a fighting spirit attack. You need to emanate something like Shiva. I have. May I ask which? The necessary killing machine and pause as retribution. More intelligence. I empower your fighting spirit now. By my generations and your generations, you have been samurai before. You are familiar to me like a cousin spiritually. That's why it's so easy to speak. That's why there is easy casual. I am more spiritual than you. Lots of very, very spiritual people can be very casual to talk about easily. And about very important big things, spiritual, they can be very casual. Like myself. She's felt more bound to retribute like a nemesis. Actually black and red swirl, 1 meter in diameter, danced around running sword being unsheathed. Around cleaned the air until 5 by 5 meters were covered. It was quite a demon aura. Use split technique and unsheath, go through your opponent. You don't need strength for this, you need strength when you hit the brick wall, overcome the wall, overcome the resistance, and you will cut. Instead, the samurai had sliced and was found 3 meters behind. It was hard, but him could steam nor half as impressive. Threw and targeted a pillar of the tomb and got sliced. Again, we will protect the next pillar. Jim very quickly zoomed us. 3 seconds later, the pillar stopped holding and fell. The man still understands. Now he can cut. My stamina needs some chocolate. As far as we know, there is nothing that can withstand it. Steel or spirit. You have become retribution. Thinking of going back to the soldier room. Oh, sorry, maybe you said something on YouTube. I'm gonna check the chat now. Back thinking of going to the Sorgar University, they tried on a black art restaurant. This time was a vegetarian or Indian food looking place. They got the flavor with cheese and spices. They ate like horses but felt left feeling light. Maybe it was the rice. God damn, that was a good Indian food. Maybe I should visit India. I found myself saying this expression a lot too. Maybe I should bake and make sure food. Found something Black Taurus did. Excellent. Siege weapons and artillery. They also got to learn a lot about their ballistas and trebuchet, pouring hot oil on enemies while they were sieging blower concept to fortify and bombard with black powder artillery to culverines. James took one course about magic, don't require to go to Eleven Taco Bell. While they were eating beans and cheese, they were taught dance. Your butt's a strong muscle, your butt has magic, and the fatter you are, usually the better. This put to use in remembering the butt technique deafen. A deafening fart is silence magic, removed hearing for 5 minutes. Farting was encouraged comically, they were supposed to use their power, but not too much in their ass. Channel needs to be steady. It didn't have one the American said, good old dangle, deep fried taco about fried chicken. Come back next lesson for power of chili baked beans. Oh dang, all deep fried taco about fried chicken. Almost sounded like King of the Hill there. Damn it. In the arrogant fire magic courses, they were learning to detonate surfaces. Some were easy, others like living things of stone didn't like being ignited. Again, James got a promise, making the second biggest stone balloon before it detonated. Mana and life leaves might be useful, but you could not attack while doing it. But James envisioned sometimes it might be the only thing you could do. Trying to go to an adventure again with Arnold in the sunny furnace of desolation, he came across an expensive shop. He could not buy many totems of silver, wood, tablets and skulls before his money ran out. What's that? James said. It's a key you put into your keychain, most black and smoke, like a pillar agonizing victims. Do you know where it leads? No, this place gets stranger wherever we go. It won't come here again. He will see it again. 4,000 quid. I'll buy it from you if you decrease the price a little bit. Who do you think is going to buy for 4,000? Do you know what this cost me? The band over like a mystic victim. No. 3,250 quid then. You better buy it. Done. What is unknown worth so much? Don't throw it all away, said Arnold. We'll see. Activating the key, they followed through the floor and entered what seemed a rabbit hole of strange furniture and animals. Eventually, things sped up and got hotter and brighter, so fast it was agonizing. Exit on a hellscape. Where did we go? Said Spartacus. They were in a lava, but mostly black rock in a black sandscape. Smoky horizon with no sun. It smelled burnt and of sulfur. Did we go to hell? No, why would hell be a plane? They found a party next to a giant French-looking gate. Castle looking next to a bridge. Ah, new recruits, said a hero looking blonde. Welcome to hell, the lowest level of the elevator. We can't get out, can we? Warning readers, hell is gruesome and bloody compared to the rest of the book. Or anything. No, as long as you have a keychain you can teleport out of here at the gates to Limbo. Here are the men that knew no justice nor righteousness. They had no mercy and cowardly in adversary, he continued. This religion, hell, was the right religion, said Arnold, losing his previous conceptions. I don't really want to like present one religion better than the others. I believe in religion very much like that. So I'm gonna say they don't tell which is the right one. You're supposed to live religiously as a disciple and stop your wicked ways. That's the safest bet. That holds up. Because further down the nine circles of hell it takes a lot to get to. Another part of my elf with wild beast point. Port Agus and her belt went. You're not omnipotent. The best judge for your sins is your own consciousness and heart. If you do not think things you've done are so bad, they're not. The sins seem to be wickedness in general, not being lesbian or owning the wrong sacred cup. The hero continued, did you not know? Heaven and hell is at war again for the last time. All planes will be affected as good wins over evil. Hopefully, Satan's clever voice to influence heaven revive many abysmal weapons, mythical and forgotten. We're going to raid hell at this time, swap the contraptions and weapons, make our own power ring and Ihi and Jarn. An elven priest said, we're supposed to be more eyes for redemption here. Although the test's not obvious, you're supposed to be punished so far. Eternal hell is for every soul. The spirit of a tortured soul appeared white and gleaming. He's right, you know, it's a corrupted place. Maybe I have a chance to return, reconnect with memory swept, hope I don't sin again. Death approached with hood and scythe and 28-inch black arms. I didn't know death lifted heavy weights, said James. I have sensed you as my friend suicidal. I have business with Satan. James, you have never been near death unless in a fight. I'm not completely spirit. I need to work out. Bone arms does not swing aside. You can also choose. You understand that it's already made by me, right? There's no part where a magical person comes to write a bit for me. It's all me. Say it's clever bone arms does not swing aside. You can also choose to die forever here, never be tortured again, but also never to be reborn. If Satan takes over heaven, there will be hell spawn and smothering hellscape everywhere, and people will be unable to choose between right and wrong, a feast for flies. When you convince Satan to renounce his throne, give him power and territory anyway. We can convince Satan to renounce his throne, give him power and territory anyway, but there are 15 family members related to Satan who have to be convinced as well, or they can take over his reign good enough to progress. Maybe we should aim for this, James. If hell is ruled by a weaker system, everything will stay under the lid. Uranus should consider forcing him to renounce his throne with force and death. I might help you. You have high cholesterol, French uncle guy, keep smoking. I don't know, threw his cigarette away. What I'm really feeling is how close you are to heart attacks and death. It feels like hot arguments, like with high blood pressure. I can feel it too, said James. I can also feel people are close to death and how their body is struggling. It's just one hot argument away from breaking. Although I am conservative like Burke, don't let it enter your mind to try and kill me, James. James' instincts were flaring. That was very specific, he's giving it away. But what would I gain from killing death? He knows about the unholy katana strike. James kept pondering this as everyone talked. The hero continued. All food in hell is at least 5,000 Scoville. Taste your thing makes turn to ash in your mouth. The coffee is burnt even for Italians. There's certain variants of chili as a spice. There are baths, but the water is boiling. Satan appears as a 5-meter red spiked demon, but darker as a black spirit communicating like a telephone. What have you lot doing here? You're gambling with heaven, we lose everything to us, said the hero, brave indeed. You can't descend past the fallen angel with bridge or castle at the edge of the abyss. Nice tricks of the mind, Satan, said James. It is true your chancelence against me as well. Find your place in my corrupt court instead. Go all the way in sin. Believe in yourself, not God or religion. James realized now Satan was an ENTP personality type. This isn't supposed, I am an ENTP, it's not supposed to be very offensive actually. A real devil's advocate. What is bird may never surface. Say disappeared in black swirl. We shall meet again, a voice still said. An elf priest said, here in Limbo, the first circle, you can find lots of petty things taken too far. In arguments, bad decisions off a lover's leave, suicide, and people making some bad decisions. I feel tired, hungry, hot and thirsty, said Arnold. You're always hungry and thirsty in hell, said the hero. If you have muscle or fat, it will wither. James said, I know what can break a castle siege. Black dwarf until I'll be back, well provided. I'm not gonna sit around waiting, I'll join you, said Arnold. James came back, stocked on food and drink and mana potions, health potions. Arnold pushed 2 black dwarf bombards. I was a broad wizard, Jens said. But magician is never late, Jens said like a hero. I slowed my metabolism down to stop withering. The party entered the gate over a bridge of fire and abyss to a giant courtroom. Inside stood a 7-meter giant blind. 7-meter giant blind with slits for nose, gavel in his left hand and sword in the other. He had wings. Court session is in order, the poor soul said. Please, never did anything illegally for my company. I just need to keep the company alive, so many people depended on me. I do not have eyes, but it allows me to smell your lie. You did illegal laundering for years, paying tax when you could afford it. You killed Christiana stalwart, pushed you into the rails of a train so you cannot uncover your corporation. For a circle of hell, he said ultimately. What do we have here? A party of life sinners, I am Ouroboros the judge into hell. Pray don't smell your lie. We, two murderers and two glutton, Arnaud and James. Ouroboros took a long pause and said surprisingly nice. Killing people is seriously bad, guys. Who are you to decide that someone lives or dies? Rather not be cold-hearted. It's going to go wrong for you sooner or later. Glutton isn't really that bad as you deny someone food. Bodybuilders are the second biggest glutton. Did I write that? That's pretty funny. Do you really think you need 10,000 calories per day? Look where I got from my sins. I thought I was in the final lap. I didn't know my savory lies could only take me so far. If you work in hell, it must be punishment enough, said James conversationally. There is still alcohol in haggis pie, he said abruptly. Look, Ouroboros, you want to enter hell alive and cause havoc. Abrupt Satan benefiting heaven. I remember heaven. Maybe I can see visit my family someday. But if my burned wounds are that of a fallen angel. But you want to enter hell willingly? Seriously? Seriously hilarious. I will grant your pass. Said, sure, whatever. I'll try to get people into hell, you know. I'll keep the gates open if you return. If you're alive, you can choose to help souls absolve their sins or punish them. They all lie, but be a good judge. You can't put the wrong man into eternal hell. Here we see the value of true regret. Obviously, don't fake regret. Understand what you've done. Feel the victim's emotions. They went until the elevator of hell. Always late and got to floors randomly. Gets you stuck to fool you and feel extra awful if you fear elevators. Actually got wider for the whole party and open glass windows so you can see agonizing. This is incorrect. Agonizing. So many people here. Into the circle of greed and religious misuse. Priestess said, here lies those who did everything wrong then said in the name of God. In fear, hate, and negative religion. 4 generations of crusaders lie here in toiling, work, and hate. They died for nothing. Christianity didn't do anything holy in those lands, nor were their sins actually vanquished by the artifacts and priests. Those that killed and tortured homosexuals, zealot and frantic. It was the kings who wrote in the Bible not to love a man, not Jesus. God acknowledges almost every animal species to have gay thoughts and urges. Funny how it doesn't produce any children though. Priestess changed their voice from dire to casual. So I need to do some really complicated 2 lesbians, 2 gays, 2 children. Here you could also lesbians for genes if I have to have your child. I want them to be smart. Deemed a boiling gold pit. Here are those who cannot resist shining gold even in hell. Those are nothing without capital and power. They will be lost and fall in again. James breathed frost over the gold pit to cut themselves from cold ingots. Here's treasure 101. I don't want an ingot. James, there are no we should carry more on the way back. The Hellspawn fight with golden weapons here, said Priest. The silver-red goblin poured molten water to the throat of a man, torturing him. He fell on the ground and sounded like an ingot. Poor soul, said Priestess. This is one of the greatest religious men. He absolved sins based on their income, worked to make sure rich of France rich, making it materialistic. The goblin mouth who spoke even. He played powerful like a politician and made laws unreligious. The poorest simple man can have the most righteous soul. Spartans went to try and comfort the soul, but he didn't move. They had to cross a swamp that was mostly black and boiling. Boiling arms reached and grabbed them with the force of obsession. Scum skeleton and black skeletons. Here, the greedy and powerful sit at the top, of the sinners at the bottom, said Arnold. A very hairy, smaller minotaurs pondering the swamp, with armor ball and Alice and golden nose ring. swish with speed technique, fought quickly, parried 3 blows in a row and then cut the Minotaur from kidney to shoulder with a katana. The bolts and like a demon went down even. This is full gold armor. Thanks Circle of Greed, let's keep this. James. I'll wear it and look good, or I'll put the oversized gear, make this black suit more open. At the end of the swamp, the ground flickered red. The dead and boiling came up the swamp, agonizing and slow. They obeyed attack. Security chief Esam, not the streamer, has been alerted to your presence. A hooved human with pitchfork, skinny but large belly and curved horns, 3 laps, stood and worried. You really think you can attack hell? There are standards here. You have to cut me into the share at least, he spoke with a lightweight nerd voice sounding foreign. How much, said James? 40% to betray Satan. I'm on his good side, beguiling and awful. No way, said James. A rare jameless pitchfork emanated blue mist as the dead flew like projectiles onto James' corpse explosion. The bodies exploded, splattering blood everywhere. She's protecting himself in an elemental spirit. James slashed and executed with his katana, but the pitchfork could have been made of a diamond. James made a 5-inch punch and knocked him out, but Asam got up, clasping his head. James cut him 8 times in a white mist and a white energy rays. Slices gleaming. Asam got critically hit and his eye whitened. He fell to the floor. James throws the swamp ledges masterfully. Okay, that's it, let's go. A pitchfork was thrown into the back of James. The security vessel doesn't give up that easily. Bloody Asam conjured another pitchfork with black magic. Brilliantly, Asam deflected a heavy hit from James, then another to the left. They clashed like giants until James went. The difference is too big. Goodbye, go down giant. Antlers of rose hip. James crushed his in-south and implosion and broke his armor. His eyes whitened and he went to his knees. Golden Minotaur awaited them until the gates to another section. Guards. Rear driving BMW parking. Jensen stood flying around in the ass first, like he was being pulled by a rope, and hit the Minotaur in the face with his ass ropes. The Minotaur instantly died. A wizard amongst us, said the hero. Praised be the heavens, about priestess. I could write it like this, but this looks better. To climb sides of mountains and slide on rugged mountain foot, they met many monsters with expensive weapons, like they actually fought a diamond dagger and more rings, improving mana regeneration. James had room on his hand. Enter circle of lust and accounting. The door had to pay for it, male buttocks you had to open with, the real gym buttocks wide like wide shoulders. Accounting, said Upload. Priestess. Accounting is a precise work. They think no one is watching with the poor numbers, but if at any wrong, go straight to hell. Heed the sarcasm about the work fills the halls. Adolphi Goth. Chic, with a gigantic breast, came soft-spoken in the party. Hey guys, I'm leaving too. I lost my party. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. We're big huggers in this part. You're welcome, Arnold. Oh, how cute. She hugged Arnold and kissed him on the cheek. As if you realized, James thought. They came onto a door with a stone face. To go further in hell, one has to be sacrificed, the weakest link. The cowardly, the extra weight. In the middle stood a 1 by 2 meter deep coffee grinder hole. Its diameter. Drink the weakest links, a bloody tradition. We're gonna talk about this, right, said Arnold. James took the goth chick, walked, and threw her head first into the grinder. The mixture spun quick, making Italian high-speed sounds. It's obvious it's a mirage of the circle of lust, James. Otherwise he would not be interested in us. The grinder seemed to hit ball and made some crunching noises, struggling, speeding up to max. James, I don't think it was a mirage, priestess. Oh, well, it was another sacrifice, said Arnold. A black heels flew and hit Arnold in the face, knocking him to the floor. The group carried on more casually. A real goth wouldn't panic and turn into coffee. The grinder raised a bit above the ground, tried adding milk and creep. Damn, said Olin the wall, we're out of milk again. So the parting three things drank a coffee cappuccino to restore vitality. Stoneface said he always see the shadow of cheating, one of the most common regrets they say. Cheating done for no reason, with handsome celebrities, for money or revenge. For those who waited a short time. Or forever. Here's one of Satan's hell favorites, those that proclaim to love their wife and then plow their goat. When looking at other women, men can consider almost anyone. So it's completely up to the thinking part of the brain to stop you. Your first foe is the hamster harbingers. A cute white hamster with a fluffy mane stood and small innocent around the entry. While they were waiting for us at the hero approached cleverly. Whoosh! The hamster flew to the air, biting 100 times under his shirt and then blew air magically into his skull until his head exploded. The daggered elf came blazing his second, reflecting magically and putting up impact shields. A gunshot, the hamster shot through the shields, and without anyone having time to react, decapitated the elf. Power word vacuum cleaner. Just to create a suction, the hamster flopped chances in the butthole. They came to the plains of grief, where there was many prisoners. Princess Hilda has shaken on history books. She kept cheating Vocarius for years, undermining his trust. When he found out she divorced him and took his money he had worked on all his life, he tried suicide but it didn't work. Help me, I'm innocent here. We shall see each other in fits, and the princess kicked her, lightly holding her staff. Help us, James heard a voice through the wall. He punches us like there has never been any steroids. Fire armor giant battle rabbits unsealed us, about 5 meters long, 2 meters wide like the polar. Or raging hell come out in it. I'm Bloodmonger the Unclean, Bloody Mary, Undying Gregor. Undying Gregor, Unpure and Sinner. Unreal Battle name Undertone. Junior. There was also were also alive prisoners and many beasts. We have been sealed away here and forgotten, too dangerous for hell and earth. You won't regret releasing me from this beastly campaign. How can I assist thee? Was a black belt Robert Kung Fu man with goatee and twirly mustaches. She saw just how many things were deep and hidden in stone. He went behind the prisoners undistracted and put his spiritual hand on the wall. He felt something faint in life but clearly wanted to be rescued. James pounced twice, thrice, through, and again. There was a room of a shackled angel, wings bound and black magic manifest. James dispelled and unshackled. I was never supposed to be found. Those were the odds. I've been here for 1,000 years. Tight, coarse, and hungry. If I deserved to be found, I would. The angel flexed his wings, yet never become Satan's fall. He wished speedily out the tomb like at constant speed. You're gonna fight Satan, right? You better shut your mouth, we will fight you, we're getting on. I'm not so stupid, regret everything I've done, deprivation awaits. I'm going risking dying for Satan, laughed an orc. Rather the orc said, I could fight hell, but I'd rather find my wife. The prisoners were here, don't you see, James said. Then she isn't here, but she's alive, I can feel it. Feels like a relationship loving onto Castle Blank. This is gonna be a huge siege. There was a castle with drawbridge wide in sections and a little bit of triple wall sealing the only entrance into the next section. There are 28 towers on towers, growing bigger in the middle like castle and castle infestation. 75 meters high. Armies exited the giant drawbridge as the remaining report are these portals ushering in their siege. Seal Rangers with their brimstone, black dwarf, trebuchet and ballistas. Elephant dragon cannon siege, looks like a dragon's mouth. They look like dragon's mouths. 3 Chinese flying crows, rampanish bombs, crow wings. 3 culverines, artillery, outranges, resists artillery. Then we had goatmen, hellorcs, hellbears, and brown orcs, mercenaries, goblins, and giant dead white colored beasts. Variety. Skeleton siege, spread bomb, poison with a wall, giant flaming arrows being fired, giant hell bombards. The bombards needed to be destroyed. Start. Ballista shot the raiding party, knocking people over despite their defense. Revealed a culverin shot in the middle of the contraption, dismantling it, collapsing like an armchair. Giant double glaved in their flesh beast led the charge, hitting the ground mostly. They fled and ravaged. He took Arnold buttoning up his black suit and sitting on top, stabbing with his eternal baguettes. A long time before going down, the cavalry from the raiders swept in goblins. They had pikes, but they were frozen, shattered. Pikes and shield, caltrops, then we old horses. Being a different size to die for humans like cannon fodder. Here the anti-cavalry was the medieval and they survived. A black dwarf took out archers and with fear catapult shots. He didn't think it was quick enough. The catapult got fireball by King Rescalaton. He was up on the ground, he looked like he has died. His pelted enemies were throwing weapons, protecting the siege. Well, I don't think there's very much left now actually. The last pages aren't some of it's just ideas as coming to fruition. Hammer fiends enter. They were 6 meter dead, white, forlorn. They turned to clubs instead of hands. They spun around, knocking people to the ground, formidable. There, shoot the hammer, said James the Black Dwarf. The first ballista shot was blocked by the second, went through his heart, since it was going down. Since it was putting everything on fire, Armageddon going down, and then hurricane of fire around him, they died, melted, perished. The armor fiend smashed through and knocked back randomly. It was ridiculous to fight someone with 36 swords. The freed angel made work with the big armies, blocking with his 2 maces. James fought armies of hell was formidable. Also swords were Paris. James fought skirmish. James golem arm and 2 shoulder blade blocked, knocked people out, not ranged weapons. Then for the dual wield again, katana and pole arm. Just like his first tournament, where he was a weak bodybuilder. James was puppeteer in the spirit of a death knight, hovering without legs, slashing with 2 katanas, black as a dream. No one could fight it. Its stats was savage, no one could damage it. It was a spirit. Sid laughed with the puppet. He was preying on people's feelings by killing them. Heat up the grills, you have new people in hell. James went up and parried the puppet. Soon it was ferocious like a nightmare unto him. They parried left and right. There's no cutting a spirit in a dead mouth. James put his thumb like a katana holster. Unholy strike, Nemesis blade on the sheath. Everyone close stopped and looked at the mentioned unholy strike. The puppet and his katanas were cut. He fell forward like paper and burned into small white paragons. I can turn into James stamina. I didn't use it twice, not the hammer fiends plural. Wait guys, let me put the katana back in the holster again. The surrounding enemies ran away. James Arnold jumped high into the... This is the second half of the book, I guess. James Arnold still have half. It's 250 pages thing, but alright. James Arnold jumped high into the walls with goblin archers and swept clean jumping into enemies behind the lines of whirlwind and savaged. Right, here. There's a change to the drawbridge. He cut them and the gate mechanism. He broke it so the gate would remain open. James had managed to sneak behind enemy lines, pretending to be an albatross salesman. What flavors? No bloody flavors, said the goblin as he carried on. Carefully put his ass cheeks to a tower as a few of the enemies in the wall and said, "Far 3 by 1,000 baked beans." fart grew and shrunk, exploding, imploding larger, taking pieces of the tower with it each time. They're winning the ground battle, close the gate, bloody stuck in it. Watch your panties. Rock smashed the foundation, making a rubber gate. Was plenty of counsel. Yes, then the tower to the right went down. Barge in, gentlemen, said the rector. Move the siege. The flying crows were devastating explosives aimed at the walls, and behind there was no counter. A succubus and another female raider were fighting, kicking obscenely. They both got high heels in their eyes, same time too. 3 humongous hammer fiends next to the corridor. It felt like fighting cheating. Jessica clenched his butt muscles again and again, till inhumane power was stored after 3 minutes. He still had the hamster as ammunition. The movie effects would be slow motion and black and white as she ensued. He shot the hamster out of his ass and critically pierced the hammer fiend. Going through the side of his body, it fell slowly, giantly. There was so much power being exerted, it was like a shotgun of glory. The shield, ready to steal. Arnold drank a potion for ridiculous sports. The French could do better, and his baguette fell into a baseball bat shape. With speed and godly power it does, he went from enemy to enemy, knocking them out and away in home runs. The smack and distance was something to cheer. Facing bigger enemies, he hit them in the knees, get up on the baddest hammer fiend and smash his kneecap like a wine glass. And then the fiend got hit in the eye by a ballista. Honor smashed the fiend's skull. He was aiming to win a series, but it still got up, tough and dumb, and started spinning. James, part of his fire piece for plasma, an undead figured out what he was doing and proclaimed fire resistant expert fire immunity. James threw one of his bombs, moving 40%. Penance, she got deepest hell. The fiend glued yellow white and sounded like an expensive computer program. Damn it, right, that's it. James got a weird feeling channeled. He felt like being electrocuted. Red white plasma spewed from his fingertips. The hellspawn were shocked and realized they might lose, as the hammer fiend was lit on fire, melted like butter. Metal bit for bit where James aimed. Hell was jealous of temperature and power. James wanted to show his ultimate move too, and sent his ass to gear second. It would shorten his life and felt like sacrifice desperate. Triple rolled the ultimate immolation spectre. People covered their eyes as the last hammer beast melted and screamed. It was not farting made from mortal eyes. You could look, but it was mean you would understand. Wow, that was fart displacement. Retreat deeper into the castle where breached work. As an emergency gate dropped from above, the castle was reinforced by spells and visible sheaves. They regrouped and could not go any further. Useless siege. A trebuchet at the door. Mackination swung giants that were traveling in the air, hungrily smashed through above the gate. Exploded everything. Satan has summoned other spirit. Satan used the power of Baron Samedi. Suit in black, he had a terrible couch-looking suit and a top hat with a snake. Set upon a giant coffin with member of Simber souls. Don't go into the soul coffin, will die and never not be reincarnated. Coming to my coffin, somebody created an incredible suction, drawing everyone off their feet. Closest demolition man, Black Mark. No, Mark, I won't let you go, said a half-blind assassin from the high heels. They threw herself in and melted into soul smoke and became one of the silver souls. Ah ha ha, let me crank him beside my coffin of endless performance. James James came threatening, running, ready to strike Nemesis' brow. Satan cut him with fate spikes designed to nail your soul to the floor. Was expected to stop him, but James powered through the pain hero-like. Enjoyed the view, said Satan laughing as the spirit went up in smoke, turning to pollution. Lead another use of Nemesis wholly unsheathed, said a feminist sounding voice. There, chained all four limbs in different positions, spinning a black stone wheel nail was Nemesis. She had swords burning from candles, swords and daggers impaled and cut 1,000 times, some was a decimeter long, there was no blood. I am God Nemesis, release me, I will raid thus. To release me will be judged, take your blow. James went guiltless forth and unnailed her limbs. I shall heal you with healing magic, help me team. I am a god, I will not die from this or later. She held the sword red and black. Now, the guard went down and protected her hands at 6 instances. You're like a Nemesis kind of sword. A red eye opened, her forehead. She judged James thus. You are perfect, James, in the eye of justice and revenge, she said unexpectedly. You are conscious with ease, so the world unfair, how you should receive and deal justice. You have purged yourself for no one watching. You seem to be someone like myself. Obviously, I will not maim. One should live like we will be judged in the end, learn for an eternal life. Casually take James and I think we're going to have a step with this. Very interesting. See a massive black ponytail, chiseled on her face. Tall, very white shoulders and muscular, arms and shoulders bouldery, large as her head, crisp black, grey skin and grey eyes, huge six-pack. I'm not justice blind, I'm just colorblind. They spent some time regenerating her wounds, her spirit grew as her aura. Satan would make no more black spirits. As a god, you don't have to respect Satan in his role, don't you have to? Spitefully, she said, no, I don't have to. My reigns are limited, much like other gods like that. Philosophy for a 6-corner stone. As you spit spite, I want to kiss your 6-corner grey lips on the not Frenchly shout. I kiss my fans. Smaller ones got kissed long and grey, while their heads did not align. They fought little until they came upon a grey courtyard surrounded by castle. A giant ultra-muscular humanoid looking vulture stood arching on one leg. He had bodybuilder arms instead of wings. He was a real bodybuilder. To trade blows and fight was like fighting a giant. It bit or not and slapped James. Many clung and fought the vulture at once, but it was until it started doing light magic they were in trouble. James charged his impact fist, went forward. The vulture met James with a blow, fist against fist, but James was an absolute unit. It was a powerful blow both ways, but James had broken the arm bones of the vulture. It shrieked after the fists collided with the same speed. The arm was shattered. With one limp arm it still offended, then saw an opportunity to go for James' other arm. The arm shone with lightning. James dodged the trail uppercut, cutting with the katana, slicing 5 times. A bloody it was, the vertex eyes whitened and it fell on its back. Arnaud had managed to get poisoned by corrosive blood saltpeter, skeletal mages and god the power to apply toxic personnel. Someone had the power through beating the crap alive with a baseball frenzy. Don't run through the poison center and inhale the clouds. You deserve to be poisoned like this, Nemesis said. Others, a chemist, a poison, a biological chemist expert in the castle basement. He might join us, or fight us through the 15. Snuck around until invisible walls were open and the stairs circular. They found someone in a white hospital-looking room. The chemist stressed and experiments, genius. It was a huge Cuban, 2 meters tall in light green Hawaiian suit with 2.5 meters between shoulders. He had 4 arms, lodging horizontal next to his shoulders. He was extremely muscular, even more than James, with a wide face, mouth and neck wider than head. Nemesis, Olivia were raiding hell, there won't be much left of here. So that's a very smart thing to say. An impossibly deep voice said, I'm in. Arnaud, the bucket's amount has been poisoned, hence are seeking. that's really sexy if I add thus here, isn't it? Yes, a little bit hither. It was just a job. I like someone who appreciates my chemistry genius, legal or not. Say that makes my poisons and cures legal. I can afford to sort out of hell. Take it and stuff then and said as we get out of here, said James. I will. He has lost blood, throwing up so he can't swallow. Wounds oozing green and black, is faint, frenzy and fever. Frenzy, you say? Olivia. He lit another two Cuban cigars. What's that 3 cigars for? It's a 5-3 cigar problem. Nicotine. Mr. Olivia smoked like he was afraid of running out. Then, okay, put his best water hold into your mouth. I will inject you with antidotes, 7 pathways, and finally we need something acidic to be traded into his very alkaline body. Milk will do. When he got some milk, he spoke like a scientist and expert, but also like a meat-headed bodybuilder. We learned this to increase the always get a better pump. Was menacing, just like he was. Like 20 minutes later, you can thank me for remembering my chemistry. I think he needs a Cuban cigar. He'll be brutally put a cigar into his mouth. What are your forearms, said James. I am a genetical top 1% Jim human. Me too, said James. Cuba. They were silent looking at each other. James a head taller than Olivia, but Olivia wider. Terrible Olivia. Stack and stash important equipment, expensive chemicals and Cuban cigars. Looks like 2 wooden boxes in the back rooms with 200 boxes of Cuban cigars each. Imported flavor, eh? So it wasn't funny with Olivia. Enter castle courtyard again. Fat enemies of dead white beasts with black 2-handled maces. 3 meters tall, they stood hard to kill. Nemesis had a shield that seemed to reflect and hail damage. Excelsa were sure on her temperament worrying for doctors. Maybe she ought to try some goji berries. Nothing touched Nemesis. She took her head. He took their heads like an invisible plague. Something similar to be decided for the angel. Jane glanced on ground, spewing his wings and fought like he hadn't been weakened. Yeah, or imprisoned. Good idea. New demons spawned, hulky and ugly, crawling on the walls. He used every weapon and seemed intelligent and evil. There's a hidden tech in hell, said the raider. They have a winged imp shooting bombs with advanced technology. That's the wings of another living she. Red, white, and grey metallic feathers makes you hover, though not fly. James jumped up behind him and carried him to the ground with his weight. Then Olivia grabbed him and killed him in 1 punch. Smash. I'm way too tired, Joe. What am I going to do after this? I can't figure out anything I want to do. He put on the wings and they obeyed smartly. Nemesis put through the last of the whole unholy strike. One unholy strikes requires wings, said Nemesis seriously. The only one has done all of them, Arnold said faintly. As long as I have magical stamina, I can use fire rocket feet. Drains fairly like swimming. Stamina. Like swimming. Seemed from a diving star is the unholy strike of the airborne. You get enough speed and distance to become something else. Something floating spiritually in unimaginable speed. But because something spiritual can't keep up, when you reach speeds you thought were not possible for a third time, you unlock the symphony impact. When you know, aim and hit your target. I will remember all of this. I have a mind and presence for combat like an animal. Upward, James went for targets and practice. James fought in the air. James fought in the air. An impact punch is just a punch. If I defy gravity and speed and punch, moving around while flying, and if you keep it straight, James flew in a circle up and down, gathering speed with G-force is silly to calculate. The fattest 80-meter dead white mace demon knew he was tough. Futile were their punches, well with his enemies any different. With gods granting epic music, games came down devastating both fists forward. Arnold felt too like singing as destruction. The fattest was the fastest. James slammed down like lord of space and speed. There was no getting up and there was no one left. From the breeze and fleeing enemies, James exclaimed, "Look, I kept my arms straight." Olivia was the one that understood. You keep your arm down, a fist to the side of your shoulder too. Your arms won't have to move, just stay slow with velocity. But then I still have to tank the impact with my arm, like resisting steel. You're still tanking the same thing with your arm straight. Satan's head popped up to mock. Mock not, there is no console. You think. You think what I have in the depths of circles is big chewing gum, weed isn't hardened. It was nice working for you, Satan, suddenly breathing intimidatingly. I have all your loved ones and the fate of a realm at my mercy. Do you think I can hurt you like this? Said Nemesis. Satan's head popped off as James's cut Nemesis. Great great grandfather shall be, proclaimed James. I will not fight you, but I'm useless. Of fighting at this level anyway. He looked well dressed in black armless suit with hanged to a sheath, and golden watch, grey beret and shining shoes. Wait, you're in hell? How did you get here? I am guard over the potions and ammunitions room. I come from Circle 2, actually. If I have hardly believed you did anything to deserve hell. Crime. Did your grandmother ever told you which gang I was in? In Birmingham, the Peaky Blinders. I organized racketeering and robbery. Didn't care for hurting people through. Though my heart wasn't in crime always, but one thing's led to another. Sometimes you have to whack people just to maintain things. The things I did to escape justice in defense. Yet I ended up here. I think I paid enough in labor and forgiveness and torture. I heard you were different. We heard you were a different man. Isn't much issues from in Birmingham is still a shithole. So the people say, especially those in Birmingham. A man shall be lit a cigarette. Nice to meet you. Most of the time I was just a child bossing about exciting things. You meant a lot to me. Everything seemed to be going right until my bossing. Too much whiskey and excitement combined with an old heart. Alcohol as a poison can kill you, even when combined with the wrong things. If you have low cholesterol, you tend to survive a heart attack. That's something to think about, chat. Listen to this tip I'm gonna tell you, and it might be related to problems I have had when depressed. If you have low cholesterol, you tend to survive a heart attack. And the bloody thing's right, but now Satan won't let me leave. He only lets a few people off randomly. Another deed. Here's the key to the potions and ammunitions room. Sell the bloody gold bullets, there's no monsters here. Lit a fire and blow the place up. Shall be left cooling with his hands in his suit pants. I will investigate, Hanot said. Boom goes dynamite. We might mean more dynamite deeper in hell. Alright. That was a lot of pages, but it went quick in a way, I think. You're welcome. Well, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the cozy reading. I started writing on a dare, but it's pretty good, right? Hell will be the most ambitious part of the book yet. it. Y'all have a nice day. Be good.